hello, friends. My camera's still not working for my model for whatever reason, so that's fun. I got like a heckin' case of stomach burble, so I'm just gonna like blitz through announcements and then disappear into the aether. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum gachas are now available. Diamond unlocks in 275 card packs. Patreon game, which was I think set for the 9th, don't quote me on that, but you'll see it in the schedule, is on hold because we didn't meet the Patreon goal. Tattoos, we're supposed to open today at the tattoo shop, and honestly I'm just like super burnt out and I haven't gotten to drawing all of the art for them yet, but I promise I'm working on it. Thumbs up. I think that's everything, probably. So I'm going to unmute as soon as I can find Discord, which I accidentally minimized. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Bananas.
Hello.
Hi.
Bananas.
Bananas?
Yeah.
Huh.
Pickles.
Shit. We have pickles in the fridge because I bought pickles for when Carrie came to visit because I thought Carrie liked pickles, and I'm pretty sure she does. But like now they're just gonna hang out in there forever because I don't eat pickles.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure if she visits next time, she'll eat them.
It's true. She's supposed to visit in like a month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere in there. Next month. The plan is for her to return, except for the fact that our lease is up in like 2 weeks apparently, and they haven't given us an offer or said anything or even had us in their system. So
oh God.
This is just
Yeah, we're a little stressed
out.
Understandably so.
Anywho, bye forever.
So we are playing Tongue and Teeth. Today we are going back to the Dragon Lawyers to ask for their assistance on the incoming Librarian situation. If you guys are not fully caught up, here's a quick rundown of what's going on. So, in space, there is, like, in between the universes, there is a guy called the Librarian. He appears to be made out of paper the same way the Scholars of the Page are, but he has this parasitic, like, worm that eats on word trees from planets. He drinks all the stories out of them and adds all the stories to his own personal library, but also sucks all the life out of those worlds. Like, if you visit one of those worlds after the Librarian has gotten to it, it's very boring. The people aren't dead, but they have no, like... There's nothing to them. They're just living their days. They are not trying to be creative. They are not trying to be interesting. They are just living until they die. So, like, we've run into him, like, the crew's run into him before. They lost the first fight to him a little bit. Not, like, huge. Then they really lost their second fight to him. And then,
Was that the help arrives card being like that Alan didn't have a plan for this?
You just want to call him in?
Yes, I absolutely do. You think we'd have a plan for that? Bitch. Where do you think you are right now?
So, the Librarian, on the last time they met, he turned voice into a book. Akhana stole the book from him, and then we got voice back. But he did see exactly where the liminal plane is. And the liminal plane has a huge word tree, and it's very, very tasty to the Librarian. So he's on his way. And this is mostly just so Joaquin knows everything that's going on. The Dragon Lawyers exist outside of the normal space and time situation. They know about everything, but they just don't talk about it because they keep their information very secretive. They know not to write in a plane's native language because that will cause it to grow on the word tree, and they don't want proof of them existing anywhere. But they also probably know about the Librarian. So the idea is the captain will have sent Joaquin here to try to get them on their side, because the crew didn't exactly make the best impression last time. Not a terrible impression, but not the best. So we're sending our heavy hitters. Those two can smooze. And that is where we are today. And we have Patagon, who is played by Seth.
Hello.
We have Krieg, who is played by Toast.
Hello there.
Joaquin is played by Ez.
Hi, everyone.
Akhana is played by Akhana.
Hi.
Fourth game in a row. I introduced somebody with their character name and their Discord name. I'm just keeping track of that, everybody. And guest star Jurist is played by Professor Winter.
Good evening, Your Honor.
In your face, Warlord. Okay. So, everybody, you guys have been sent on your mission. And honestly, this looks like the party you would, like, a competent captain would put together, unlike most of the times that we do it. Like, Krieg's got the money, Patagon's in communications, Joaquin's the communications officer, and Akhana, well, is most of the time said to be like navigation, is actually the spy officer of the sub.
She makes pesky problems just disappear.
That's fair.
So we're going over here where the dragons are. And like, as you all like, they don't like your sub. They don't like your sub or your airship. Both of them, the dragons just like, you draw too much attention when you bring that thing. So you guys have to park it somewhere and then walk. Or teleport. I don't mind how you guys get there. But just know that the crew can be there hanging out, but the sub and the airship are not. The dragons don't like them. So you just approach it, and the city is just beautifully like Greek inspired. There's columns up. It's not like in ruins or anything. It's just beautiful. It's a wonderful day. Whatever, I would say like low 70s, in case we're wondering. But as you make your way into the city, like right at the gate, Dragon Lawyer Jurist will be waiting for you there.
Yep, he'll be waiting patiently, hoping to see someone he actually recognizes from that wonderful trial last time.
That's squishy.
Oh, yeah. No, the dragons hate Squishy too. He's not here.
Well, I'm just gonna go then.
No, okay, my bad.
Rough.
No, they don't hate Squishy. I just forgot him. Because he wasn't going to be in this game. It was going to be Voice. And Voice doesn't have an 8-foot tall jellyfish.
His loss.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Okay.
Please continue.
So, Jurist, you have set up a meeting with the council for the crew. But as we've... we'll have that conversation in a second.
Yes. Yep, so I presume I've been told who to necessarily expect as crew representatives.
Officer Joaquin is the leader of this mission, but you have been told that Patagon, Officer Krieg, and Officer Akhana are also.
Yep, I'll give Officer Joaquin a friendly wave and... Oh, good, I was wondering when the delegation would show up. By the way, how was the wedding?
Oh, the wedding was such a lovely affair. It was, we were so pleased to be in attendance.
Fantastic. I'm still sad I missed it, but duty calls, as always.
And we are so grateful that you would receive us here, and make time for us to have delegation with the council.
Oh, but of course. I've made sure to have the council be able to talk with you about this. Of course, I can't help beyond that in any way, of course. You are familiar with ethical rules, right? I mean, I realize you have a reputation. I assume you knew some ethical rules.
You wound me, Jurist. No, of course. We always operate on the highest level of compassion and ethics at the HTML Wanderpus.
In case we forgot, just a quick rundown.
Yes, of course. Well, the thing is, since I represented the crew in that prior trial, it would be absurdly unethical for me to try to act as a counselor in any part of this. It basically, no one could expect me to be impartial on that sort of thing. And of course, when you're talking with the council, which I am now part of, you have to be impartial. So I had to recuse myself days ago. I'm just here to say hi, bring you in, and, watch the fireworks. Although, of course, as your former lawyer, try not to make the fireworks. I'm not sure if I'm being paid enough to try to fix it this time.
Squishy, no, put those fireworks away. He was being, you know the word I'm talking about.
Metaphorical.
Thank you, Akhana.
You just look at Squishy and he's got like 8
Bottle
Roman
rocket.
candles. It's got to be Roman candles.
All right.
That's for after we win. Don't worry.
Squishy puts them in his pocket.
I will remind you that fireworks and those Roman candles are expressly forbidden in the council chambers. There have been incidents where someone, got too happy with winning a trial.
Do it outdoors. Got it.
Just waves his hand to his smoldering remains. Alright, so you guys walk through the town, and the town is very busy and like bustling, and I've just taken through a couple of these maps. These are the same maps that we had last time. And like as you guys walk past people, like you do get a bunch of nods. You walk past where Krieg's at Market Square was, but now it's Krieg's at Market Square. So like you are in the original Market Square right now, and there's just a line around the block to get the falafels at Krieg's at Market Square. You're making tons of money off of this one.
This is amazing.
Well, if nothing else, I'm glad to see that the original is still doing great. Honestly, even someone of my stature has to make reservations from time to time.
Please
Yeah,
tell me
they make-
Craig is still around though.
Oh, Craig
He's
is doing
cool.
great. Craig is
Yeah.
actually in the academy now. He is aiming to become one of you guys. So
Yeah, they
you
make
will
great
have
dividends.
seen him, but like
So good food.
as an intern, not an intern, as a
Recruit.
recruit. There's another word I was looking for, but like
Rookie?
Apprentice?
I guess recruit is right. For some reason I was thinking academic. There was another word for academic, but it didn't seem right. Anyway, let's move us through. We'll run through the streets, and you guys are seeing the giant courthouse. But that's not where you're going, because you're going to proper council chambers, not to the courthouse. You do walk past a very familiar museum, Akhana. Akhana, roll me a 20-sider, and Jurist, roll me a 20-sider.
It starts.
That looks fancy.
Okay.
Already horrified.
All right. So that was a 1. And Akhana, you feel something in the back of your head pulling you towards that museum,
I knew it.
but you also notice they have quite a bit of like new guards. Like last time you came through, they were just like little frog dudes, and like you and Ella knocked them out violently, if you do recall. But now they have full armor. Like the fish guy is in full armor. It's just like I still want him to be a fish, so we're gonna leave him there. But like they look really just tough and mean. And Jurist, you have no idea why there's new guards there. Absolutely no clue. The whole museum robbery that happened last time these guys were here went over your head so far. Like you were so excited to join the council. Everybody reporting and voting on like new budgets for security. You have no idea about it.
Yeah, that, and also having to make sure to handle everything else there, and also, pining about missing the wedding. I was really looking forward to that.
It's a great shame. It was an amazing ceremony.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Take a mental note of these upgraded guards.
The chairs were a little underbuilt, but
The chairs did all break at once, didn't
I didn't
they?
even have a chair.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough for everyone.
I
The
didn't-
catering was spectacular. I think
Yes.
right down the aisle, and
We had some
Everyone.
surprise guests.
such a lovely affair. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful couple.
They really are a beautiful couple. Like, one of the guards is just like, yeah, you guys talking about the Reedy wedding? He
Yeah,
yells
it
from
was
quite a
great.
distance. It was great. Did you guys see when that fucking weird halfling, like, flew away in a cart?
Spreading falafels through the whole area.
It was wild.
It's pretty epic.
amazing.
Regrettably, I did see that.
Did you see the end when that giant dragon showed up?
Did you see when that, like, little lizard? Oh my god, you're the little lizard that wanted to fuck the dragon!
You know what we did? Wink.
The other one just elbowed. Gross.
Wow.
Rude.
Hey, as real quick, your audio seems to have changed, and it's super muffled sounding.
How about now?
Better.
Okay, fantastic.
Well, we gotta go to meet the council, so I'll talk to you guys later.
It's just like,
Yeah.
the fish guy, the one that was just like clearly very happy about like the dragon and the little like hits his shoulder like twice and is like and then points at you with a peace sign like, yeah, all right,
I'll return the peace sign.
get it.
Shoot him some finger guns. Catch you later, bro.
The one in the full armor, like you can't see his face, but you feel his eyes squint and stare at Akhana. So you just feel
That
it.
guard likes you.
That's what that 18 means. There's
Sure.
animosity there.
That's cool.
Yep, just going to give a quick wave to the guards. Keep up the good work. If I get a chance, I'm going to have to ask for some more stories about the wedding.
And it's just like, I was there! And it's just like, everybody was there, the other guard says. Not Jurist.
No.
Way to rub it in.
They're not the nicest guards. They're very, very excitable, though. So,
You can ask,
Good to
talk
know.
to Nicole Trafford. He was there. If you wanted to, Jurist.
just get in a voice call with you, like, it's just a call with
Yourself.
yourself. Keep turning on the voice changer while having a conversation.
I mean, I am getting better at that, but we can say that maybe happened off screen. Besides, Joris has no clue who Nicole is. Some pilot somewhere? Or...
A great pilot.
Is a great pilot.
Okay.
So, you guys approach council chambers, and it's just like, and as you go in, introducing them from the left to the right, Jurist can introduce them. The purple frog here is Gallus.
Yes. Well, before I conclude my duties and begin the recusal, I will start with introducing all of you to the council from left to right.
We have Gallus.
First, we have Gallus here.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
I
can't see the
gesture.
names? That's so weird.
No.
If I say it's controlled by you guys, can you see the names
Oh.
at the bottom?
I can see a name now.
I can see a
Alright.
name.
I see one.
I'm working on them.
There we go.
I didn't realize I had to make it so they're controlled by you guys as well for you to see the name. There we are. Just to keep things simple for everybody. But now you can introduce them just fine.
All right. Well, first we have, of course, Gaius.
Okay.
And then to their right, there is Quintus. And then on the other side, we have, of course, Jennifer, who's been an absolute institution on the council. And, of course, finally, Titus.
I was trying to think of what's the absolute funniest name. If, like, you have a room full of, like, Roman emperor and lawyer names and stuff. I think Jennifer is hands down the funniest name.
Becky, I think, would be pretty good.
Becky
Becky would have
also-
been epic.
Becky's also good, but I was just like, Becky's a little valley girl.
I think I'm pulling from that like one Taylor Swift joke where it's like, no, it's Becky.
I don't know a lot about Taylor Swift, I'm sorry.
You could do Becca. That's a little less.
Oh yeah.
I like to imagine you're all actually having this conversation
Not in front of them, no.
right in front of Jennifer.
I
No.
would.
That's Jennifer. She served on the. No, that's Becky. What?
No, Becky was the other one.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
Becky. Yeah.
She was swinging her shirt around all the
Wait.
time.
Like Jennifer and Titus look over at each other and look back at the rest of you. Jennifer leans forward and just like, thank you, Jurist, for bringing them to us. I suspect we had a meeting with Officer Joaquin?
Yes, Officer Joaquin, if you could please step forward.
Joaquin steps forward.
Oh, you guys can move your tokens too, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I could.
yeah, okay.
And I'll step back a bit.
Excellent. So, and we received your letter and we appreciate it, and we do accept that this librarian of yours is a great threat to you and your people. But as we have stated before, the last time you all here, I believe we made it very clear that the problems that face the liminal plane are not the same as problems that face us. You see, if anything happens to this plane, if anything happens to your word tree, we are fine. It has no documentation of us. Other than what you write.
Of course.
So, the main question we would have, this is Gaius asking. He leans forward. It's like, and he's like, you see all of their eyes turn to Jurist, the newest council member. Jurist, would you mind showing? I said, we only have 2 chairs in here right now, and like you don't see them on the map, but there are 2 chairs for you two to sit in. Oh, actually, no, you do. These like 1 chair here and 1 chair here. It's just like, Jurist, if you don't mind. We will have Joaquin and 1 other in this meeting. And if you could show the other 2 around the city, maybe. As you have to recuse yourself.
Of course. I was wondering when I would be officially excused, so, well, of course, I assume at least one of the crew here is very familiar with Market Square thanks to some recent investments, so, well, I could still show some of the other areas around. Regardless, please, who will be coming with me to look around the area?
Joaquin, who do you want with you?
I was going to. May I have a brief moment with my crew members?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So I'll convene all of you around, and we'll try to figure out.
Huddle up.
Climb off squishy there real quick so I'm closer to the ground.
So, this is me personally trying to just. I'm metagaming, thinking aloud just a little bit here.
That's fine.
I am thinking pretty much just either Patagon or Krieg is probably best suited to stay with me in this. And I would really like Akhana and another member of the team to potentially do some reconnaissance, intel gathering, something they'd be really, really suited for. It's not that we're not looking to blackmail or put them under duress, but we want to have something that allows us to apply some pressure and make a more convincing case here. And I don't know. It's like we're at a deficit of information, and we're kind of arguing uphill here about why they should give a shit.
I feel like that the 2 big names in the communication knowledge department would be me and Joaquin. So it would make sense to split us up.
Yeah.
So that one is here, one is out there. That way,
Yeah.
if something happens, the other one's got a little backup, so to speak. So I can go out and about, since I've got way outside and you're better with words in here, because this is all legal stuff and I'm not too good with that stuff.
Yeah, no, I said, what do you think, Akhana and Patagon? Akhana and Patagon, I'd like more information on this scenario. I need something to create pressure to our argument that liminal is worth caring about, and that this librarian, even though it is not an immediate threat to them, may very soon be a threat to them right after. So, can I count on you for some spy work, some reconnaissance?
Definitely. I just need to know what kind of angle, I guess, because I feel like there's not a lot to go on because, I mean, the ground they stand on is pretty firm. They don't...
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happens to our word tree to them, but I think we have to prove the word trees are connected.
I think
I don't know.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if I can find that information here, if that makes sense.
Yes, and to let you know what my strategy is, the strategy of the department is going to be, with an absence of information regarding whether or not the word trees are connected or whether or not that will create a cascading effect to this realm, I'm going to attempt to argue that their anonymity and their veil of secrecy is not something that the librarian cannot penetrate and will not eventually get to, especially if the neighboring realm is drawn into void and chaos over the loss of our word tree.
What do you think, Patagon?
Yeah, I think we do need to find an angle, find a common ground. I do have a quill that I was attacked with. I don't know if the physical evidence would help sway our case, but at least it would, show the physical proof that, hey, this is a dangerous situation, and this is what we're dealing with. And
plus, since you just barely got walking around,
right.
Sitting down would be better for you than walking around.
This is also, very good. Good point.
Yeah, we have your firsthand account of being attacked. Essentially unprovoked.
Yeah, I think so Septarius, I'd like you to stay with me. We'll use your account as evidence along with the quill, and I will attempt to make as much of a case and conjecture that the librarian is not going to be satisfied with just the stories of liminal, and the librarian will find this area too, and it will attack them. So defense of us will shore up their, they're essentially in, this hinter realm to ours, and to protect us is to protect their own defenses. They rely on us for secrecy.
They also rely on us financially. So, well, not rely on us. I'm sorry, we have a connection with them.
Sure.
If too much money disappears from their world, it could cause everything else to go belly up. So.
All these things are interconnected, and I think that's the angle that I'm going to go for.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and keep on that. But I'll keep Patagon. I'd like you to stay here with me so you can give testimony, and then let's see what we can do. Try and see what you know about their defenses, so we can we'll do some white hat work, so to speak. We'll do some pen testing, so to speak, and we will see how flimsy their defenses actually are and present that as evidence that it is worth their while to shore up defenses and assist us against this threat.
All right, but if I end up in jail, you guys will break me out, right?
Of course, yeah, no, don't worry about that. Of course.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Diplomatic immunity, we'll work it out.
Cool. I've broken one person. I've never done anything, no.
And then Joaquin pulls Akhana in just for a second and just like, and Akhana, try not to kill anyone.
No promises.
Joaquin
make it
seems
look
to
like
be
someone
yeah,
else.
and Joaquin seems to be not very happy with that answer, but just like
I'll make
okay,
it look
just
like
no more
someone else.
words, no more words.
She's like, no. Plausible deniability.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I gave her orders not to kill anybody. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like very direct orders. I'm gonna put you in the seat, and I'm gonna put Patagon in this seat, and I'm gonna move the rest down here. Excellent. So, Jennifer's
Nothing
just. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying nothing illegal. Wink.
I didn't say that.
Big wink.
I just said don't kill
Biggest
anyone.
wink. Okay.
I think Reedy gives the biggest wink.
I said- I said-
with 3 eyes.
I didn't even say don't kill anyone. I said try not to.
That's fair. You did say try. You ordered them to try
Letter
not
of
to.
the law. You got it.
This will be fun, Akhana. It'll be great.
So Jennifer leans into Patagon and she's like, Jennifer is a dragon, but she is all neck, you know? She's like 99% neck.
That's
And
hot.
she just like leans really close to Patagon and just like, hello, little friend. Do you need any refreshments? Can we offer you anything?
Water would be nice if you have one.
Most certainly. Jurist, could you get our friend Patagon some water before you leave?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Bordeaux.
Oh. And some Bordeaux for our dear friend Joaquin.
Yes, I'll see if there is still any left in the back.
Akhana, can you roll me a 20-sider again? Krieg too.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. Don't worry about your 9, because Akhana sees it easy. You see that Gaius and Quinn are like looking back and forth, snickering at the way that Jennifer is like ordering Jurist around, like ordering him to do like menial work. Like that, like you definitely immediately get the I think you didn't see her die because Toast was still on the board. I think it was having a problem with that because we saw Akana's last time, but Akana did roll a 20. So
Actually, possible. Sorry.
yeah, right. It happens. But yeah. Akana, you can see immediately, like in their body language, that they all look down a little bit on Jurist. And with a 20, I'm going to give you the... Jennifer is giving a side-eye to Titus. Like, you know, like you can tell as a studier of person, as like a spy, as who you are, Jennifer hates Titus. Hates him. Like, that's what you're going to get out of a 20 for that.
All right. I can use that.
And Jurist returns with the water and the birdo.
Yeah.
And just like, birdo. It comes back with a birdo?
Like from Super Mario 2.
Like from Super Mario 2. Also known as Doki Doki Panic.
Not what he
Yes.
asked for.
Well, they were out of the Bordeaux. I had to get something phonetically similar.
You are most gracious. Thank you so much.
Yep, and I give a slight smirk to Jennifer, playing the fool.
Oh, Jennifer gives you like a little, like an approving grin. Like, you can't see her hands, but like she's giving you a thumbs up underneath that desk.
I'm sorry, can you repeat? Jennifer hates whom?
Jennifer hates Titus.
Okay, thanks.
And like everybody else, like just sitting here having a conversation doesn't notice that, but Akhana with a 20 picks it up immediately. It's just the way that she has never said his name out loud. She doesn't look at him unless she has to, and when she does look at him, it's like animosity.
I'm trying to whisper that in my comms to Joaquin.
Oh yeah, for sure. With a 20, yeah, absolutely. Joaquin, you know that now.
Okay,
Overtly.
perfect. Yeah.
Oh, Jurist.
You just
what
like
do you
shout
guys do?
over the chamber, just like, "Yo,
Yo, Joaquin, check it out!
She hates him.
Oh my god, look at that side-eye shit.
There's a whole shade tree over there.
Titus is just like oblivious to whatever. Like, who are they talking about?
That's like Joaquin when he's wine drunk.
So, Jurist, like, sorry, Krieg, you were asking Jurist a question a second.
I was gonna say, what do you guys do for fun around here? Other than talk about everything.
What, you don't consider that fun?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you guys do. I've never been here before. Except for the one time they set up Krieg at Market Square.
Oh, yes. Krieg at Market Square.
Yeah, it's like you hit like around. You see the line as you walk out of the council chambers. The line has grown, and it's like outside the door. And as you say, other than Krieg's at Market Square, you just hear like a cacophony of people just yell, "Krieg at Market Square!" And it just goes down the line, and it's so loud.
Market Square, Market Square, Market
Yeah, it's just like the whole way.
Yeah. Well, that's generally kind of fun, but that counts as talking too. So, well, I know there's a few people who've gotten an interest in web ball recently, but I don't think there are any games going on around here. I haven't been able to get that many who've been willing to join a team.
Ah, good old web ball. I make a lot of money too.
We could play a game of web ball. I made a web ball team for this town. I did that. We never saw it, but I did make it.
Why?
Oh, man.
Why though?
You were saying you've never been to Krieg at Market Square because it's been so busy, right?
Well, not since the rebranding. I used to be at Craig's all the time. I mean, why do you think I advertised it so heavily during the trial?
Yeah. Well, if you want, I'm sure I can at least get you to get in the door and try some of the new food.
I mean, you can get us a chef's table. Come on.
Yeah, I probably can.
Right.
Owner of the place.
Joaquin, go gather all of the dirt you can. Krieg, I want to get lunch.
No, I'm using this as, hey,
Gather
Jurist, come here, Akhana. Oh no, where'd she go?
I actually thought the restaurant would be talking, the people in the restaurant. So I'd like to listen. But then I can slip out. Yep.
That way you show up to say, oh, I was here, and then you have to excuse
The
yourself.
lunch ruse was a distraction.
Aha.
Yeah, so, you basically cut the line, and it's just like, everybody's just like, "Aw, rude, come on." But then they all see Squishy and the fact that he's also on the sign, and they start to put it together. Welcome to Krieg's at Market Square. I think I didn't have a map for Krieg's at Market Square. You're wrong.
I started a murmuring campaign outside. The owner here.
Oh shit, roll me a 20-sider.
Sweet.
I will help you.
I love this game.
This has to go good after rolling a 20, right?
It has to, absolutely. That's just the laws.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I
it's
need
still
to
good.
help you.
It's good, like, yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's the owner." It's like, are they gonna have better food today? It's just like, and like, in no time, like, fast forward 15 minutes, the line has doubled. There are people from Yoke in that line. That's how fast, like, word has started to travel.
That's my people.
There are more Warpletinger people in this line. Like, this place is going to go bananas very quickly. The chef behind the poor, like, clerk behind the counter is just like, she's understaffed all of a sudden. You see her just like struggling to keep up. She was ready for a normal lunch rush, not Krieg showing up and a kind of spreading word lunch rush.
Yeah. Yep. And hopefully being seen with the owner of such an institution will only help my standing with the people in the council.
Absolutely. Jennifer already likes you more.
For anybody who's a chef in the line,
Any line cooks out there that want to get
Just kind of stands
exposure?
up.
Are you just
On top
offering
of-
jobs?
Just kind of stands up on top of Squishy. Everybody, I see that you've been waiting patiently for your food, and as you can see, the line has grown so much. Our faithful cook in there is a little bit, shall we say, overwhelmed with your gratitude. Is there any aspiring chefs in the audience? Huh?
Oh, hold on. I got the perfect thing for you. Just 1 second. Patagon, you're sitting in the council chamber, and everybody's making niceties, handing out drinks, like introducing correctly. But in your ear, all you are hearing is Krieg offering people jobs and the cacophony of noise of people yelling Kriegs at Market Square.
Oh joy.
Right. And like, you've seen him before. He's branching out. He's just here for lunch, but Snicksnack gets out of line. He's just like, "Hello,
Oh man,
Nick.
I will be your chef today." You
I'm
gotta
gonna
pay me
high five
double?
him.
You get high fives everywhere. Like, there's also like a flock of like flamingos like traveling behind him as he was just on like a big group date.
You all
So-
know Snickstack. If you've ever been to the secret recipe, he's the amazing cook who cooks the food.
He does like a big bow. He's just like does waves. Just like, stop it. This is the original Kriegs at Market Square.
Now,
So-
since we're having such a momentous occasion here, we shall be offering 20% off for the next 2 hours. Tell your friends.
And they do. So this is the wait staff at now, just a bunch of flamingos and Snicksnack in the back making food. As you guys take your seats, like we're gonna sit you here and we're gonna sit you here. Squishy's here, but just like he's somewhere, or he might be somewhere else. We don't know right now. There you guys go.
Squishy's probably doing mascot stuff.
Yeah, we can have them entertaining the
You know,
line.
glad handing, autographs, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Line entertainment, so to speak.
Pics are slipping them. There's number, you know.
Absolutely. So what you guys gonna try to like just listen in, gather information? Because like all the wealthiest and like people, they've been paying to cut in line at this point. So you have all the big names in this city like coming in. But also don't worry, they're cutting in line, but they're literally paying every single person behind them in line. So they're assholes, but
They're paying me, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
Or they're paying everybody else, so it's still okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, for the record, Krieg, Akhana, even though I'm not technically actively representing you in a case, still have that whole attorney-client privilege thing going under, well, semi-corporate thing under the Upjohn principle, short for Upstanding John's forging. Long story, long case. Basically, I'll keep this confidential unless you like threaten to kill a counselor or something.
Yes. I would never. Bribe one, maybe. Kill one, never.
You see like 8 tentacles go over like the left breast of the giant jellyfish. Like, also, it gasps somehow, but you also sense that the gasp is sarcastic. Jurist, can you roll me a 20-sider when you sit down at the table with Akhana?
All right.
Oh,
There
natural
we go.
20. So,
Stole my luck.
like looking at Akhana, the dragons in this world are kind of weird. Like specifically your dragons. Like you have a knack for law. The way that people can like, the way that Akhana can read people, it's the same way you can read like law around it. You can see like the Akhana's aura is all twisted and tangled up, and she is clearly in a bit of a contract debate with somebody. But you don't think that she knows.
Actually, speaking about that privilege, it appears I may actually have to be on the clock. Akhana, is everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, have you taken any odd jobs or something recently? Signed papers, ate unusual food.
Interesting.
Yeah, sorry, I'm issue spotting here.
A very large, very cool scythe ended up in my lap, and I think it's trying to convince me to do things, and not really paying it any mind. But how can you even tell or know this?
Because I'm good at my job. Jeez, it sounds like you have a shrink wrap contract issue.
What? I would notice if there was like plastic on me.
No, legal term of art. Basically, you take something, you accept the contract, even if the terms and conditions are after you accept it. It's I think may have to handle some negotiations here. Any idea who's been talking to you?
No clue. Real kind of like spooky, like when I'm super stressed out and fighting. It mentioned the infinity tree a whole bunch. Do you know anything about that?
Jurist, you would know a lot about the infinity tree. All of the dragons do. You have many artifacts based off the infinity tree. Their most precious relic in the city, and you don't know that it was stolen because you rolled a 1, is a branch of the infinity tree that what we know it's been stolen. And also you have a golden pen. The city has a golden pen that can rewrite history or write different things into law.
Yep. When the infinity tree is mentioned, I'm going to pinch the bridge of my nose, shake my head, and oh boy,
Did I do something wrong? I mean, I needed the scythe to get out of a less than ideal situation.
May not be something wrong yet.
No good.
But no emphasis on yet.
Krieg, one of these rhinoceros is sitting next to you. Like, he's been like glaring at you guys, and like he's mumbling back and forth. And the other one of nope. And like he's like, I'm gonna say something. He stands up, and it's a big dude. It's like he's got scars over his body. And he looks like he's been in a fight or two. His horn's kind of cracked, and he walks up. He's like, I recognize that uniform. You and your group threw me in a river to die.
This guy.
And the other one like walks up. He's
no.
like,
No.
No, we don't need to get involved. He's like, no, you know what? We need to get this involved. And he's looking at Krieg, and he pushes Krieg out of the chair. This is not starting a fight. Like, this is him trying to start a fight, but this does not count as combat right now.
Okay, I'm going to immediately stand up and say, I'm sorry. Are you accusing my client of a crime?
I'm accusing all of them of a crime. They threw me in the river to die.
Well, I'm sure, of course, you have documentation of this. Otherwise, such a statement there, if you didn't have evidence, it could be considered a potentially false report, and even, in fact, a false report to authority in violation of 23 DS 3901. I'm sure I'd be very interested if you provided that to the proper authorities, made sure there weren't any issues with the statutes of limitation, extra jurisdictional issues, because, of course, we are very particular about jurisdiction here.
Sounds like you just had a really bad day, Mr. Rhino. Do you want to talk about it? So he kind of jumps up back onto the table.
This is the moment that we have a hard cut. Patagon, you've been listening to all of that happen. And Jennifer just leans in. She's like, "Darling, you haven't touched your water."
Oh, yes,
Oh, no.
sorry. There's a lot going on today. It's just a little nervous.
Don't be worried. And like you see her just like take a long sip out of like from a straw out of her water. It's just like in
The longest straw or the longest sip?
yes.
Thought you were gonna say you rest a claw on your shoulder, but you went for the sip instead.
And like Jennifer's just like, okay, now that we've all have our refreshments, everybody okay? Excellent, let's get started. My argument against helping the HTML Wanderpus, led by the captain and subsidiaries, is mainly you have a bit of a tricky history. And we know that you are involved with the Starlight, and she looks at a piece of paper on her desk and she says like, one of your crew recently, I believe his name is Soki Chatterfang here, has effectively also rewritten a bit of history. And like, we're not opposed, we do it ourselves. He did it in a very non-traditional way. What I'm explaining right there is Not Forgiven had an item that allowed him to like change what is written and then making it like permanent, and that's literally what these guys do.
Just a magical retcon. So.
Yes, like Soki magically retconned you guys not being hunted by the Starlight, which are space cops, because you guys really do some bad shit as far as what they're concerned.
We're not on good terms with cops. I don't.
Yeah, right. But oh yeah, you were there for part of that game. All cops are bastards. But so like they're like, and we appreciate a little like tweaking the nose at authority. Trust us, we are. And they all kind of chuckle at the same time. And Titus just like leans over, and Titus has like a gravelly, just I can't really do the voice, but like he speaks super low and it sounds like a fucking truckload of stones pouring into like a quarry. He's just like, and besides, this is like, if we were to get involved, what makes you think you could protect us from this librarian?
So, as I understand it, this council understands the threat that the librarian poses then, just judging by your comments, Councilman Titus.
Titus just nods. He's like, we understand that this creature is a great threat to this world, and we are not existing in this world. We can leave whenever, and they can. You are distinctly aware that the dragon lawyers and their whole city are not actually connected to this world the way that the rest of this world is. They can just bounce. And he's like,
oh shit, there goes part of my argument. Fuck.
and I understand that you have already lost 2 fights to this creature. You have one here that has been gravely wounded. Do you have any insights on how we might defeat this creature? Patagon.
I motion to Patagon, if it pleases the council.
Ponies.
Yes. I mean, we have been in 2 battles with him. I believe we have learned some very valuable information on his tactics. So I pull out the quill here. So that this here was what almost mortally wounded me in our previous battle, and I hand it to, I guess, Jennifer, since they're closest. If you'd like to inspect this for
You see Jennifer like elongate their neck like really high, And then you actually see her hands come over the desk and like pick up the feather. The feather is roughly the size of a rapier, and that is how the librarian used it as like a sword. This is a copy of his original, but still potent.
And if it pleases, also in a show of good faith, amongst both of our organizations, are we done like actually analyzing this quill, or is it just been in Patagon's possession?
We can say that you analyzed it.
Okay, so we're satisfied with whatever we could glean from it.
Yeah, you guys, Nika, can you roll me a 20-sider? This is basically a 20-sider for Caustic. For, K. Nika's choosing her color. She didn't like that one. Okay, K, here's your tough choice. You could have learned something, like, the way that you learned something from this hurt. Like, I'm not taking actual HP away from you right now, but the next time in the finale, you signed up for the finale game, there's going to be a negative effect, but you will be able to give the crew and everybody a good amount of information. It's up to you, though. Otherwise, it's just like, you didn't go far enough, so you didn't learn anything about this.
And there's been a card play for additional evidence?
Yes, that'll be great. All
Perfect.
Right, so Caustic is Kay is eating a little bit of like a problem in the future. I appreciate that. Thank you for playing along. You realize that this pen, anything that you write down with this pen, it doesn't write anything down. Like, you put it on a page and write, it doesn't work. But if you write backwards over it, it will erase anything that's written down. And like the quill, like, it takes some work to do because it's still the size of a sword. But you can erase things with this, and then write down perfect copies with the quill. It won't write anything down unless you've erased something with it, though. And I promise that's more useful than it sounds.
So, purpose of my question here is, I'm gonna say to the council, and as a show of good faith between our organizations, Jennifer, please maintain custody of this artifact, and whatever you can learn from it to shore up your defenses against this threat. We'd be happy to allow you access to it.
You see her like stare at it, and she's just like, and they all like look back and forth between each other, clearly like recognizing something about the quill. If you want to, Joaquin, you can roll me a 20-sider.
I was about to ask.
You don't have to take the risk, but if you would like to. Okay, so we got a 10. 10 is a partial success, so it's just like a tough choice situation. Oh, Nika raised it by 1. Don't worry about it. Nika's like, no, this is a success.
Wow.
So they are definitely making like glances back and forth, and they are looking at there's a small box up here.
Alright, she was faster than I was.
So they keep making like glances at that box. It's like one of the Gaius looks at the quill from the other side. He's just like, and this is what wounded you, Patagon.
Yes. It was, I can say, quite painful.
Excellent.
And it put me in a coma for quite some time.
Hmm. Patagon, you want to roll me a 20-sider?
Sure.
I will ask before I go farther with this, but I want to see if you have a success or before I present the information. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yes.
If the 20
Yeah,
is the game.
That's 3 20s. So, Patagon, you had vivid dreams while you were in that coma. Like, and I will ask you if this is good for your character. If it's not, we can go a different path. With a 20, in this room, right now, being questioned by these interdimensional creatures in the presence of the pen in the back, you have lived every single life that was in the library. Every single one. And you can't always remember them perfectly, but they will give you a hand as much as you want. Like, if you don't feel like Patagon would know something, I will let you be like, oh, but that other person did. So, like,
So like a mental switchboard where he's like, hold on, let me patch you through to who knows.
exactly. Like,
That sounds amazing.
thousands of personalities, but Patagon, with a 20, you have control. You know who you are, and you're not going to lose that.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
So yeah, Joaquin, you see a moment in Patagon that just like his eyes spark open, and like all of a sudden, that's a way more confident looking penguin.
All right.
Yeah, see, like Caustic actually brings it up and that could have had some bad schizophrenia, and I didn't want to do any of those kind of triggers. I just wanted to make sure that's why I didn't like impose it on you, but it was just my idea. Because like schizophrenia and stuff and like mental illness, it's a real thing, and I don't want to go down that route if anybody will get triggered or anything by it. I just don't want to,
Right. I get what you're talking about, but it does go off of kind of what I was thinking with that coma. Like he was basically playing, like you said, it could be many lives. I only had one at the, in my description because I didn't realize this. But yeah, I like that idea of just like playing through time or space or whatever.
Oh, totally. And like other worlds, like he drained like hundreds of other worlds. So like, their stories are in you. And just
Yes.
I just think that's interesting. So, all of them are just like, you see everybody like passing around the quill rapier, and they're being very careful with it. And
Oh,
go ahead.
Perhaps you're familiar with it. You seem to be intrigued by the tool.
And guys just like, well, it's not every day. And you see a magical pen that is also a sword. And at that, side eye.
Excuse me.
It might imply that literally every day they see a magical pen that is also a sword.
That is kind of my suspicion.
So,
Well, of course, carry on. Yes. Again, the relic is yours. Please feel free to examine it at your leisure.
Everybody, so, Jurist, can you roll me a 20-sider to see how you're, like, if you manage to convince them to back down through, like, legalese?
If not, I have a plan.
If not,
I also
Akhana
have a
will kill
plan.
them.
I was gonna say, does it
I
involve
didn't say
murder?
No, guys, no.
I'm sorry, the way you spell plan is also the way I spell kill, so it's weird.
They're both 4-letter words. They're very close.
They're so easy to mix up.
They both have an A in it.
Oh, here I go killing
Wow.
again.
Wow.
That's just like
Bye first.
the entire Wanderpus crew, though.
No, mine's usually money and then kill.
I'm so
Bye
happy
first.
that this is the group playing this game. I just need you guys to know that. I love you all. So we're gonna go back here. Jurist, you do manage to convince the Nope Rhino and that is literally who that is. That is the Nope Rhino from the Palm Reader game. And that is the Bridge Rhino from the Toxic game. You guys are 100% correct. That is who that is. The Nope Rhino has joined Jurist's side and is trying to talk down Bridge Rhino, but Bridge Rhino is just like oh, I'm sorry. I thought I changed the map. Did I? I did. The stream is just a million years behind.
It is a little
We're
slow,
good.
not gonna lie, but it's fine.
Oh, the stream just actually paused on one screen for me.
Yeah, my stream will update it. So.
Mine is good to go.
Okay, our internet's just real bad today. I hope everybody can still hear me. Okay, excellent.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So the Bridge Rhino is still in Krieg's face, like poking at him. It's just like
Just giving him that perfectly. I'm gonna be 100% nice to you, so you can't say mad at me because I'm being nothing but nice to you.
It's just, oh, you've been nice to me. What about your like lady with the big gun? It's just like I was told, like there were eyewitnesses. I was a little sick. I'm pretty positive they poisoned me, and then pushed me off of a bridge into my own vomit.
Now, no one has done anything like that. I'm just trying to be, like I said, the customer service voice, super nice to hopefully not make it any worse.
Meanwhile, I am not doing that. I'm going to be the more bullying type and go, so, you're pretty sure you have witnesses you think happened there. I'm sure this will be very fascinating to find out why you were pretty sure you were poisoned by them as opposed to someone else in a deposition, handle a good bit of other discovery. I'm sure you already have well-traveled counsel who'll be able to provide a demand letter to my client for these alleged damages. I'm sure you're able to find something there. Is that, I mean, how much damage in monetary damages do you actually have from falling into your own vomit? I'm afraid I'm a bit curious there. So I will definitely be awaiting your formal demand letter sent to my attention so I can provide an appropriate response, especially given your current admissions against interest here.
He's like, you see this rhino's eyes like going back and forth. It's just like, I hate this town. Like, you all are just a bunch of idiots. And all of a sudden, like this large, like spider, like bouncer, like half spider, half like person, triders, comes up behind. I'm really looking for a token right now, guys. Comes up behind him and she's like, "Sir, I think you've had enough," and starts escorting him out. Akhana can see right through this because Akana's the one that played the illusion. This is just a flamingo, like with an illusion up for like looking like a big drider. It's just one of the flamingos. Akhana, you want to roll me a 20-sided to see? Let's just see. Just to see.
Yep.
Or
I'll yell at the rhino as he's being escorted out. Please make sure to send all further correspondence to my attention as opposed to my client, especially if you have counsel. I want to make sure that we don't have any sort of undue influence.
The rhino picks up a chair and just hurls it at Jurist.
All right.
Like, you see him like throw an elbow back because I kind of rolled a 4 in case you guys can't see that. And
block that chair.
He wasn't scared enough of the drider, and that he nails his flamingo, and it goes down with a squawk, and like its beak is bleeding, but not like it broke its beak, but I'm thinking like a regular nosebleed, but out of a flamingo. So
This
didn't
may
break-
take longer because the stream's going slow, but I play a card.
Oh, what card you play?
It's Safety Peanut.
Oh, okay, so we ignored that. So, like, everybody here saw that happen for a second, what I just explained, and then it went away.
I'd like to distract everybody by
Free
offering them free drinks.
Yep, and
Okay.
I'll also whisper to Krieg, it might be a good idea to prepare a settlement offer for a nuisance value before he does anything else.
Right, because if he accepts the offer and then tries to go against us again, we can say that he accepted the offer but still wants
And then
to go against us.
sue him for double.
Boom.
Sue him for liquidated damages and my fees, so, at least reduce the load on your captain.
Right.
Definitely.
That was the correct way to do that. Yes. So,
Alright, Krieg, hit me with that 20-sider.
I was going to say, me, the person, doesn't know
Oh,
that,
sorry.
but I'm sure Krieg does.
Krieg is smart.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're not smart. I didn't. That was a
I'm
really
saying-
backwards way of me calling you stupid.
Wow.
Oh, these
Oh.
sixes.
I got a 6.
Is that 3 6s? Somebody got that bingo? That 666
Oh,
bingo?
I may have
I
it.
do have that, but I don't
I
want to
see.
play it.
That's 360. No, okay, no, that one was me rolling. Don't worry, don't play.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. It is the Hail Satan
Not
one.
today, Satan.
Great.
So here are your two choices. He accepts, but at a ridiculous amount. You have to pay him so much money.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say the amount that he will settle for is really high. Or second, we're gonna break that combat bounty. Because Snicksnack is gonna come flying out from the back room and just level this dude with his frying pan.
Everyone thought it was me that was going to break it.
I'm not paying him a ton of money, so go Snicksnack.
Alright, you guys do see it. Snicksnack comes flying out, and it's just like a little white, scaly ball of hell comes flying out of the back and just clangs this fucking frying pan into the rhino's head. Nika, can you roll me a 20-sider for Kuari?
Well, this is going to be an interesting expansion of the castle doctrine.
So, yeah, good job, Snicksnack. You done put him out. And the Nope Rhino's like, no. And it's just like, oh, go ahead.
I'll just say, now, Mr. Ryan, of course, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this unfortunate circumstance. Of course, keep in mind that you did everything you could there. Sometimes you just can't help people.
And it's just like, the Nope Rhino, I'm just gonna name it Nope. Nope, grabs the other one from underneath the shoulder. She's like, we'll see you again. We'll see you in court. And, like, starts dragging back as Snicksack is shouting, you insult Snicksnack's cooking, I make rhino steaks! And just, like, throws the frying pan and hits, like, the other one in the chest with it.
Should I pay for his hospital fees?
We'll put that in a formal settlement offer later.
Okay, you let me know what I need to do.
Absolutely. I'll be sure to send you a memo later, and along with my my current billable hours. In the meantime, I do believe it'd be a good idea to try to handle that other legal issue I spotted, the one involving the mystery contract.
While they're
Perhaps
doing
far
that,
away from here.
I was gonna say,
That's a
are
good
we gonna
idea.
do it here? Or do we want to move locations?
If you guys want to investigate it, the museum is where you would go to investigate what's going on with Akhana.
Of course.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Also to note for Nika, this is exactly why settlement offers are not admissible in court. Is exactly that reason. Not admitting wrongdoing.
Huh. Learn something. I love playing games with you guys. So yeah, that's going on.
So as we walk out, I'm just gonna be like, well, I apologize for the unfit display. If you feel like you have something bad happen, please let us know, and I'm sure we can work something out. This is a fun place to enjoy, not a terrible place to get beat up. So if you ever feel like you're in danger, please talk to one of the body bouncers at the front door.
Yeah, Krieg, do me a favor, roll me a 20-sided to see if this has hurt Krieg's at Market Square's reputation. Because
I
you're
so bad.
Because you're chef.
No!
So very badly.
Bankruptcy.
So terribly.
Ruin.
Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
I can't wait to play Krieg Goes Bankrupt, the game.
oh god, that's my IRL specialty. I think I'm in that one too.
Billable hours.
I look forward. Oh my god, that works so well with what Adrian sent me yesterday. Oh, it's gonna be great, Krieg. Don't worry, you're still rich right now.
I was there for that.
Yeah, don't worry. You can. Don't worry. That's why the corporate form exists. Just beware of the horror that is the absolute priority rule. We'll get into that later.
Krieg, you feel like you're so fucking good though. All of your money is like locked into crypto right now. You're fucking good.
No.
They can't touch it. It's non-fudgeable.
Do we really want to prop up that that's like a legit way?
No, everybody just know that that is actually why it is. We know Krieg is losing a lot of money right now from that one.
Yeah.
And Krieg thought it was smart to invest in crypto. It wasn't.
Oh
I'm glad
no.
my girlfriend's rich.
Krieg's the crypto bro. Oh no.
Look at that visor. Look at him. Look at that visor. You know he's a crypto bro. Is Krieg's glow up just gonna be like Elon Musk?
Big Bitcoin necklace.
Terrible.
Krieg coin.
Krieg coin, my bad.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, the number one way in Liminal Plane to go broke. Sorry, Krieg, you rolled that one.
I accept that. Like I said, I'm glad my girlfriend's rich.
Your girlfriend is rich. Krieg is currently dating our version of Tiamat that I gotta name something else. Tinamit? No, I don't like the word. I don't like mit being in it.
Well, I came up with a reason why we can't date the D&D team and we have to change to a different woman. It's because I went to visit her parents. They thought I was too poor and small because we're not big as D&D and we don't make as much money as D&D. I can't be with Tiamat anymore. So I went drinking and I found someone else who is also very rich. But please continue.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm good with it. Anyway, so...
Okay, fucks.
Look at him. He looks like he knows a frog that gets around. This is a weird game we play, everyone. So we're just gonna go right into the museum. You guys don't... Well, do you want to talk to the guards again? They're still cool.
I did promise to tell
I'm
them
going
about
to-
my exploits.
You could definitely distract them.
Yep, I'm also going to mention that. Sorry, I'm here on an ongoing legal matter. I'm afraid that I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Like, the fish guard is just like, of course, Jurist. Of course, council member Jurist. Again, I'm sorry you couldn't make that wedding. I know it was months ago, and I know it's a sore spot, and I do constantly talk about how much fun it was.
Just be sure to to live vicariously through your various war stories.
He's like, oh, do I have war stories? And he puts an arm around your shoulder, and the other one in the arm just does a big sigh. It's a big echoing sigh.
Well, if you three want to talk about that, me and Akhana can go in first.
Well, no, unfortunately, I'm still on my on the clock, still going billable hours. It wouldn't be fair to talk war stories now. How about we take a range check? Maybe we can see if we can get into Krieg's later.
He's like, and you just hear again, Krieg's at Market Square, echoing down the block. But it's more broken this time. And then you definitely hear some Krieg's at Market Square. I mean, I liked Craig's. And I never saw a rhino get assaulted at Craig's at Market Square. It's like, that is the atmosphere.
Yeah.
All right, we'll work on a comeback campaign. No worries.
Sorry, Toast.
It's okay.
If I can't have your arm, I'll have your wealth.
This is just one of my many money-making schemes. I mean, ventures.
Did Krieg break up with Liminal Crimes to get with a dragon? So, we are in the, hallway to the museum. And Akhana, you recognize this hallway. Walking through it like you own it, because you robbed it.
No, carefully and slowly because there are traps.
Oh, you guys are good now. There's no traps. It's not a dungeon right now. It was.
This is during normal operating hours.
Yeah.
Not
That's
after.
Cool. I don't trust it. That's cool. I'm just gonna keep my eyes open.
Don't open any doors because one of them has a ballista behind it.
Yep. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but can you remember which one?
Yep, I'm going to look back at Akhana. I'm not much of an art fan, I guess.
Oh, the art's nice, but I'm not here to admire it.
No, that's fair.
So, like, very simply, like, all of these pictures are basically real-world pictures, like the whole Napoleon on his... and the girl with the pearl earrings, and the marmot girl. All of those pictures I hear, but they're all dragons. But if we saw them, we would just recognize them as our artwork, just transformed. But there's also different cultures' artwork, like abstracts that as you stare at them, you feel like they might be talking to you and also moving, and none of you can agree what color they are.
What kind of paint did they use for these?
Good question. I never really got much into the artistic side, so your guess is probably as good as mine.
Can I use my spy glasses to check one out?
Oh, absolutely. Also, roll me a 20-sided for it.
Great, my hands are shaking.
So
okay.
Success. I'm gonna say that which one's in the so you're looking at you're staring at this one right here, and like the picture is like moving a lot. A little like
I figured he'd show up.
Don't panic. It's just a little like owl guy staring back at you. And you feel him staring at you. Just and like it sees you and you see him. Joaquin, because you missed it, the Harbingers, it's what my icon is now. The Harbingers are really strange creatures that we don't know enough about yet for me to give you a full concise thing. But they seem to be the Fae of this universe.
Fuck, I hate the Fae. God damn it.
Yeah, people have struck deals with them. And
I feel that this is so polarizing in D&D. People are either just like, oh my god, I love the Fae, or they're just like, fucking Fae.
Depends what they roll, really.
Yeah, really. But
no, they're not forgiven. They are terrible. You are incorrect. They suck.
So does that mean you don't like Alan? That's rude.
Yeah, you hate Alan.
It's a love-hate thing. I don't. It's will they, won't they?
I support it.
It's an ongoing.
Oh, this tension is killing us. It's been happening for over a decade.
Keep flirting with
you
it.
guys don't actually know it, but I've known Ez since Final Fantasy 11 days, and this will they, won't they has been going on for years.
Amazing.
I like this. What's the owl do to Akhana?
Just stares. Akhana, you definitely feel this is something there. There is something there. Nobody else is seeing it, But you
for
are
3
seeing it.
AP, I can magnify the details.
Okay, so yeah, you spend that 3 AP, and everybody else sees this owl creature step out of the portrait.
Oh my god.
My first time seeing one.
Probably.
Is it my first time seeing one?
Yes. The dragon lawyers do not associate with the harbingers very often, if at all.
Good
Did
to know.
anyone else just see a giant owl step out of a painting?
Oh, so that wasn't just me. Good.
Awesome.
It like sweeps everybody's eye, like everybody with its eyes, and it's just like, hello.
Hello there.
You weren't supposed to look that closely.
And I whisper to the dragon lawyer, this dude may be involved with that site I was telling you about.
Noted. So I step forward, actually put out a well, actually, no, I don't put out a claw there. I just give a quick, respectful bow and says, well, good evening. I just have to check. I'm not sure if I'll be negotiating with you or one of your associates today. I'm actually here on a contractual matter.
The harbinger, which is now absolutely tiny and like sitting on Akhana's shoulder, is just like, I am not connected to that scythe. You struck a deal with the wrong tree, and like, you are not playing nice.
Me?
Not you. You struck deals with everyone, and it's all gonna blow up in your face terribly.
Oh.
Ah, fuck. Well, time for Plan B.
Well,
We gotta go talk about
regardless,
that later.
regardless, concerning the deal, that's actually why I'm here today, because I'm actually hoping to assist with any ongoing negotiations.
You wish to negotiate with a tree.
I
Wouldn't
mean, that's
be the
fair.
weirdest negotiation I've ever done.
If it can make a contract, it can negotiate.
What ground do you have to stand on? As he stands on the
Well-
ceiling.
Well, my first thought is, of course, I would want to see the nature of it, what the essential terms were, and of course, I'd be concerned whether this new contract would cause undue interference with any prior contracts that this officer of my client has previously done. And to the extent that there is that issue and that interference with a third party, we could have a contractual snafu that would need to be addressed.
And he's just like, I do like this. Fine. Sold. I'll open the door.
Thank you for your assistance. Do you have a name I can use or identifier?
We are the harbingers.
Oh, right. All right. Well, please, you indicated you were going to open the door. I'm certainly not going to stop you.
Absolutely. He looks at Akhana. Akhana, you feel his presence, like, pressing back at you. And
I'd
he's
like
just
more
like,
information on how things are gonna blow up in my face, but I can wait.
Okay, real quick, is he corporeal or...
I
Because
mean,
with my spyglasses on, I can, detect illusion.
oh no, he is real.
Good.
He is
I
not
wanna
an illusion.
I want to slap a tracker on him.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and make that roll. That'll be fun.
Look, I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's very
with
much
their
a fuck
pants.
around and find out kind of
That
tone.
is so much
The
a fuck
dragon
around
lawyer
and-
doesn't see this covertly.
Hopefully.
Yeah, oh yeah, you definitely tried to do a covert. Absolutely.
Can I make just a small comment? I'm really, really upset, Alan, that you keep moving around the harbinger in the scene.
My
Oh, that's
favorite
how-
part.
Constant. No, it's terrible. I hate it.
It's awesome.
No. Well, hold on. Maybe I can change my own.
Hold on. How much money for cards to get enough?
Toast.
I have a pinch hitter. I
Did
know I
Toast
do.
lower it?
Toast,
No,
come
they
on,
raised
bro.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
you raised
no,
it.
it's
oh God.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
okay, so now nobody can do anything to the failure. The failure is just a
No,
failure.
I was just gonna re-roll it.
Oh,
Toast. Wow. Oh no, wait. There's counteraction. Okay.
I
Everybody's-
knew it. I fucking knew
yeah,
that was
somebody
gonna
was
happen.
trying to like,
He's preventing a 1.
I was preventing a 1.
I was.
Oh,
I-
I see.
Okay, so
You may hate me, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Okay, appreciate you.
hear me out, Akhana.
Mhm.
Hear me out. It's not terrible. You're not gonna die.
Not yet.
So many things worse than death.
I know.
There's so many things worse than death.
You're gonna wish you were dead.
Hey,
Oh
Akhana,
my, I know what that is.
you know where you're standing?
Infinity tree.
You stand in front of the infinity tree.
Hey, boo.
You feel its pressure so hard. Like, in a split second, you relive your entire life. And then again, and then again, and then again, and then again, then again. And it's just, that's where Akhana disappeared, everyone.
Oh shit.
You know when I said try not to kill someone? Just kill the infinity tree. Just do it. Just kill whatever you can there.
I don't think we know enough about it to do that, so no.
Well, I'm sorry. I was under the impression that I would be allowed to also go in to assist with negotiations. I don't think I'd really be able to do much law speak out here. While you are, of course, pleasant company, I get the impression, as you indicated, you're not the person who is the other side of the Oh.
It's suddenly Akhana standing in front of you,
Oh, welcome back.
and you don't remember exactly what you were just saying.
Okay, so,
And it's just like,
yeah,
and Akhana just says to you, "Oh, don't worry, he opened the door, it's this way," and leads you guys down the hall.
I was gonna
Okay,
ask.
that's not what Akhana sounds like.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to, like, do Akhana's voice.
I thought that was the Harbinger's voice, not Akhana's voice. That's why I spoke out.
Harbinger just, okay, go ahead and roll a 20-sider. Let's see if you figure it out.
Me? Okay.
Yeah, you're the one that
Because I
called
did
it out.
so well last time.
Come
Yeah,
on,
right?
Toast.
So well.
Haha!
Oh. Still a tough choice.
Yeah, tough choice.
Yeah, what's your sense motive? How's higher's your wisdom?
Card coming.
Seth makes it a 1, Seth makes it a 1.
No, Seth makes something breaks.
Oh.
A branch breaks.
I
on the
swear I
tree.
didn't touch that tree. I did not.
Akhana psyche?
Oh, yeah, that's more plausible.
Category up.
Oh.
Okay, so it turns into a success. Excellent.
Haha.
But something breaks.
But something like, oh yeah, we're breaking some of those branches. That's what Seth wants to break. So all around Akhana, it's like you feel that tension here more than anywhere else that you've ever, like, you guys remember the tension I'm talking about, right? Like, when you guys are standing too close to rifts or where there's a lot of word tree roots, like, you can feel like a spring about to, like, spring out, like, and like that tension is more than anything that you've ever felt. That's why you keep feeling these recurring things. And you do see, like, some of these branches get pulled to the ground, and it's not like they snap and, like, I know they don't, when a tree branch falls, it doesn't slowly fall, but these look like they were thrown at the ground, and they hit the ground like little comets. And, like, as they're exploding around you, it looks like souls escaping into, like, the aether, like every different form of a creature that you could possibly imagine. You see, like, what looks like the giant whales and what looks like some of the not red caps, they don't have souls. Like moths and octopus people and, like, human people and centaurs, and everything just goes floating out of these branches. And you just hear again, submit, do my bidding. I won't ask nicely again. And the scythe appears in your hand, Akhana. And we'll go back to... so the success... You know something's up. You're not 100% sure what's up, Krieg. Something's up with Akhana. Like, you remember that... you and Jurist both remember the owl stepping out of the picture and the Harbinger. You remember that. It was trying to stop you from remembering that. But this Akhana is just like taking a stroll down the hall. Also, 100% not Akhana's body language, because we just
there's no way she just stroll down this hallway when she was 5 seconds ago.
Every once in a while, it looks like she has a third leg.
Ugh.
All right, well, let's get back to the council chambers.
Yes, Senate meetings.
Very important. Very, very, very interesting.
So you've been having like a long conversation. At the same time, Patagon, because you had that like moment earlier, you heard everything the Harbinger just said. Like, you don't even have to roll to remember it or anything. You've heard everything that just happened.
Oh.
And what was the verbal impetus as the scythe appeared in her hand?
I think she just got she didn't get a verbal like thing. She just saw, right back then I said, "Do my bidding."
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Copious.
You asked about the
no, copious note taking. It's my bad. I'm not keeping up.
No, you're fine.
You're doing great.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting that Patagon hears things that they don't remember.
It's like at least one of your thousands of like personalities in that rolled a 20 to listen to it. But you guys do hear the lunch bell go off. Last time we were here, they take lunch very seriously. And Jennifer's just like, excellent. I think that's lunch. I imagine you guys have been having like a longer conversation back and forth about things. Would you guys like to roll Patagon and Joaquin? Can you both roll me a 20-sider to see how well you've been swaying them, like off screen?
All right.
Okay, Patagon's been Joaquin's been doing. Patagon's been doing great. You guys are killing it. You have them eating out of your hand.
Go Patagon.
I got some information for you.
Thank goodness. Can always rely on my trusted team.
They you guys are doing great. Snake's next, the one that like beat somebody half to death with a frying pan.
I'm having an existential crisis right now, so.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of forgot. Akhana's also in deep shit. So they get lunch called in. They apologize that it's not from Krieg's. It's just like there's something going on there right now. So you guys like have just a good lunch, whatever it is that you want to order. It's fine. Jennifer got like a nice big old ribeye. It was fantastic. Titus got a bowl of cereal. Gaius is eating a bunch of flies, and Quinn is on a fast. So, but as you guys are eating with that 20 and that 13, because it's successful, I'm gonna give you all 4 of these. Like, Gaius is just like, you know what? I don't really want to leave the liminal plane. My only real complaint, and the thing that would like make me stay here, I'm gonna say it. I would live the rest of my days here. It's just my villa was a little bit warmer in the winter. I can't keep a fire going permanently. You understand? It's just it gets a little. I can't get the sun to hit my building at the right spot. And Titus is just like, I don't even want to be in politics, he says to Patagon, like as he's like eating his cereal. Again, just out of a bowl, just cereal. I want to say Reese's Puffs.
I was going to say, what kind of cereal?
Titus eats Reese's Puffs, but Brand's like, I was trying to think if we had anybody's name who rhymed with, but we don't. Wheaties Puffs?
Yeah,
There you go.
Reedy's Puffs.
That sounds not.
Guys, I don't want to eat Wheaties Puffs. I'm going to be completely
Oh,
honest with you
no.
guys. I don't want to.
Okay.
That's a good
Or
one.
do you?
Maybe I do. And it's just like, I don't even want to be in politics. This is the result of the 20, Seb. I don't want to be in politics. Like, let me tell you, my passion. Can I show you something?
Yeah, sure.
Like, he reaches like underneath his like desk and pulls out like it's a little wooden whittled like soldier. It's not bad. You can tell what it is. It's just very unrefined. It's like, this is what I want to do.
Practice would make it better, kind of thing.
If I had time, I'd be a sculptor. It's just like, if I could just get my hands on the most superb wood, just a piece, just the littlest bit, I think I could do something great. I'd quit this altogether.
Ah, well, that's great. Yeah, you really have a talent there, and
You think so?
Yeah.
He's very excited. Oh, sorry, I forgot Titus's voice. You think so?
absolutely.
Oh, that's so great to hear. And he's just like, you see him like in deep contemplation. And the thing you learn about Jennifer is she wants Titus off this council. If you can get Titus off this council, she'll vote whichever way you want her to vote.
Fantastic.
We have a side quest to find some special wood.
Well, maybe Akhana can get some for us.
I realize this is a bit late, but I think Titus is eating Percurios.
Percurios? Okay. Oh, that's
Nice.
terrible.
Perfect. No, it's perfect.
So, that and the lunch bell, well, not the lunch bell doesn't. Like, everybody finishes your lunch. What did you two have? I'm just curious at this point. What would you have ordered for a business like luncheon?
I'm gonna go with like either I want to say something hummus or charcuterie.
Okay. A charcuterie board with hummus.
Yeah, I was thinking a gyro myself, just kind of fond of the local cuisine.
Can't really
Absolutely.
get a falafel right now, but
Yeah, the falafel, like, the line is crazy. And
it's
everybody's
so
arguing.
ridiculous. And there's apparently been an assault.
Yeah,
Not the salt.
I have heard, like, I can't believe it. That Krieg is really... It's gotta take better... Like, the one time he comes to his, restaurant.
Look, I don't know French, guys, so like don't critique my pronunciation of that.
I think she just was, like, commenting on fish. Like a charcuterie full of
Good
fish.
liminal pun.
I think the crew are mostly in line, but, like, I don't really have much for them to do, because
It's a very secretive mission, and the submarine is far, far away from us.
the submarine and the airship are both, like, not allowed in this city, which I never named.
Yeah, I've been writing it as like just the Dragon Lawyer City or just the city.
That's exactly what I write. Like, Dragon Lawyer City.
DLC, if you will.
The DOC.
That's canon now.
So are you down with the DOC? Oh, you know me. So the council is just like, this would be the moment we all could take a break. Like, you guys can go have some fresh air. We will, like, re-adjourn in about an hour or so, I would say. And, like, you guys can go explore the town, or go figure out what's up with the rest of the party, or try to find the villa or
Fancy tree.
fancy tree. So, and contact the crew if you want to. You guys can ask the crew for anything that you want. If you guys have
We
an
do
idea.
we do need fancy lumber. I'm not gonna say wood.
We just did.
You never know what they're going to give you.
It's true. I know my crew way too well.
We need some good wood.
It's a bag of dicks, 100%.
The crew is just a bag of dicks.
Well, I just
No,
earlier
that's what they
today I
use.
got a birdo after a request of mine, so I'm not really rushing towards. I need some good wood, and they're just we just got a communique from Joaquin. He needs good wood.
Well, you don't need it anymore, I think, so that birdo. Wink.
My favorite part of puns is when either they don't land or somebody just goes boo. Those are the two best puns. Anyway, so Joaquin and Patagon, you guys just walk around the city. You do hear a bunch of just people complaining about Krieg's at Market Square. Like, it's really gone under.
Oh, I've got plans. I'm waiting.
What in the blazes has happened here?
I am wondering the same thing myself.
It seems to be centered on that Krieg of Market Square.
You just see people like raising up like signs to sit down with Krieg. And like, Krieg at Market Square! Krieg at Market Square!
Yeah, usually the chants are more positive. I really do wonder what they did this time.
This seems more in protestation.
Justice for Bridge! Justice for Bridge!
Hashtag Bridgegate?
Oh, no.
Hashtag moat.
I'm conflicted because we really do need to find some lumber for the artist.
I think that is a good angle. I've also prepared a good closing argument here, and I think we can really benefit from that. But I think if we can manage to split the council and gain their favor by removing them of a non-functional member, we can really, really gain a lot of favor.
Read.
Akhana, would you like to roll me a 20-sider to see how you're doing?
God, I hope she's doing well. God.
Hesitantly, sure.
You could just say no.
I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but I'll roll for it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing until I see the
Trying to
number.
psych out the infinity tree?
Right? It's just like, what's the plan here? It's just like, no. I mean, you could just submit.
Nah.
Alright, so here's your tough choice. It's going to rob, like, you can get up and get out, like, you can just, like, force of will yourself out of this. Absolutely, I'll let you. You're not going to have any AP left.
Oh, I need that, though.
It's like, alternatively, you will, you're, like, to not take it, it's going to, like, the scythe is going to, like, be clutched in both of your hands. You're not going to have, like, it's just going to force you to, like, hold the scythe in both hands, and it's going to burn your palms. It's going to do 2 damage to you. But you're just going to, you'll stand up to the tree. But it is hurting you, trying to force you to do what it wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Alright? Like, as, like, it, like, you feel, like, a searing pain, and out of the, like, the engravings along the scythe, you see some fireflies come out. Alright, well, that's where Akhana is, everybody. Except for... No. Akhana's, like, right in front of you. Like,
That's not Akhana.
Actually, there was an important thing that was raised in chat. Can I recognize the contract around this Arcana right now?
Oh, go ahead and roll me a 20-sider. You can, but the second you recognize it, like the Harbinger will know that the game.
Okay.
So you can play along, or just we'll leave it at that. You can play along or not.
Going to shoot a quick look to Krieg.
I seem to be missing someone.
Nope, it's good. The Harbinger has become squishy.
Okay. I've been
That's not
top
true.
of the floor. Yeah. Yes, Jurist.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually going to be, looking at Krieg to see how he's playing it, because he
Well,
knows Arcana better there.
I know that's not the real Akhana, but there's nothing I can do about it because the real one's not here, and that one is obviously stronger than I am. So it's got those narrowed eyes. And be like,
And the question is whether we need more information or just let this farce end now.
well, we do need to get inside the door to find the real one.
So it continues.
Where are we now at the moment?
So you're in front of this panel. Now this it's a giant wood panel with tons of carved images. Jurist rolled a 1 on his knowledge of art earlier, so Jurist is not really up to telling you exactly what these are. But these are panels from many different word trees. Like, they're not moving or anything like that. It's not like how Katori embroiders things.
Mm-hmm.
But they are scenes of worlds.
This looks important.
The Akhana is just like, okay, here it is. And both the gods are just like looking back and forth. And they see Jurist and like they know he's on the council. Like, all right, I guess whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
Alright, so where's the doorknob?
I mean, just, you see her like knock on a couple different pictures, like in a particular pattern. If you want to try to keep up, it will be a roll for that. But like she starts going so fast that it's going to be very difficult to like follow it. And then just like the hallway that you guys like always see between worlds opens up. And it's just like, she's like, you might want to hurry. I think I'm in danger. And then like she just falls apart.
Oh, I was gonna say thank you and then offer him a business card.
The business card vanishes
Yes.
from your hand.
So go, thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one. No, actually, no. Goes to the captain. Never mind.
Yeah, the captain is billed for everything. I just take care of her money.
Yeah. I look at the hallway and I say, I'm starting to think I should have asked for a larger retainer.
Too late now. Let's go. As he kind of
Yeah.
runs on through with Squishy.
Yeah, I'm following.
You can keep up, right?
I'm gonna try.
If you can't, we can just grab you and run faster.
No, I'm going to try. I may be better at talking than running, but I think I can run without falling flat on my face. Most of the time, at least.
All right, let's go.
All right, so I need 20 siders from both of you as you approach the you literally will walk into the infinity tray. Like no joke. Like you're just here.
Middle of the road, baby.
Yikes.
Tough choice for both of you. I don't know how to punish Jurist because he's not a character really.
Do it for the spectacle.
Right, so you see vines, here's your tough choice. You can go backwards, or you will both be entangled in these these root vines that are growing out of the ground.
I'm not gonna leave Akhana there, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
stay here.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going. I have to represent my client.
All right, so you two are like strongly bound. Like you guys can't even move your arms, and you see like the roots come over, grab Squishy, and like pull him to the ground. You can still see his glasses like peering out, but man, he can breathe. Don't worry, I'm not killing Squishy here.
What are you guys doing here?
You.
Like I said, I'm here to assist with contract negotiations. I
Can
gave
you
my
talk
word.
to this tree? Because it doesn't talk. It talks to me, but I don't think anyone else hears it.
Hi, tree. How's it going?
I can certainly try. So it's my understand, and I go to look to the tree there. So it's my understanding that you have completed a shrink wrap contract with this officer of my client. I'm actually here to assist with the negotiations.
How does one describe a tree being confused?
Like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
I just...
he uses a branch to scratch the top part.
It doesn't move at all, but you really have to be like kind of on some kind of drugs to go like, yeah, yo, that tree's confused right now.
the tension feels different.
Right.
Yep, I'm just going to continue on, like no other thing there. I realize this is an unusual circumstance, but you, I'll just call you Sir Tree for lack of a better turn of phrase. I'm sure you can correct me if that's not the language you prefer. But you may not have been aware that Officer Akhana was also part of a prior contract before you provided the shrink wrap. And I'm deeply concerned that there may cause some sort of interference where because of these dueling contracts, this officer of my client, may be in breach no matter what she does. I'm here to assist to try to avoid that. Because if she's in breach of your contract, I'm sure you would not appreciate that. And I'm sure that breach of the other contract would have equally severe consequences for other factors, but I think that's something that'd rather be avoided. I think this is something that, at the very least, we can try to mediate out while we're all here.
Also,
And then try to give a nice smile.
a lot of my peers may or may not do the same thing. I want to lick the tree.
No.
Okay. Also, Patagon, again, you are hearing all of this happen because I'm still rolling with that 20 that you rolled.
I know Batman would lick it. B would lick it. I'm sure Stokey would try and lick it. So that's at least 3 people.
Well, then I'm gonna relay the best of my knowledge to Joaquin then, so we can know what's going on.
I think I have the teeth to get through that. I'm sorry, Vanna.
So this is, and just because this is the first time you've said it to Joaquin, they're doing what? They're what? Because you've heard all of this, and at what point? And I'm only playing it because you've just now said that you're like actually relaying like, yeah, they're at the Infinity Tree. They're like dealing with Harbingers right now, and I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's going on like during our deliberation. So I was trying to pay attention as close as I could, but
No.
now that we're out of it, it's like, oh,
Of course, I understand. I just give me a moment to. They're where now? They're doing what?
that is a good point. Like, where is definitely
We
a
hear
question.
Patagon at all?
You would have known that they were talking about
Went to
the
the museum.
museum. Yeah. You would know that. You don't know what hallways and stuff they went down, but you could go back to the museum.
I don't know if that would be productive. We do need to be back in council post recess.
Read. I mean, I don't want to just leave them hanging, but we don't even know where in the museum they are. We really
Right,
do need to get this like lumber piece to try to close our deal.
Correct. I don't want to leave them hanging, but I also understand that they may be beyond our access, unless the Harbingers deign that we are there as well. And if that were the case, we would already be there.
True.
Damn it.
I will keep monitoring the situation the best of my ability, and I can hope, they are skilled, so...
I do trust my officers, to the utmost of their abilities, but I am concerned about bringing them home safely. But there's scarce I can do about it now. We need to search for this lumber. And that's our concern right now. But keep me abreast of the situation. I have every I have all faith in my officers that the situation is going to get resolved cleanly. And they do have the you said Jurist is with them?
Yes.
Interesting. Keep me abreast of the situation. Let's continue on our trek here.
Will do.
Back on the lumber hunt. So, just information that your characters would have. There are a couple special trees in this world. There is obviously the word tree.
Infinity tree lumber would be pretty primo. I'm just saying.
That would be
cutting
pretty.
the tree.
Yeah.
It's gonna grow.
Patagon.
It's gonna grow back. It's not.
Patagon.
I'm taking hit
Tucks the
points for this.
chainsaw back.
We
back
gave
in.
her a scythe. That's like an invitation.
Patagon has
Oh,
a
he
chainsaw.
knows.
I just
He
need to.
knows.
I need
That
you to
is
know
true.
that.
It's tucked under my cape currently. I'm trying to not let...
Wait,
anyone-
Patagon has the scythe?
No, Patagon has a chainsaw
Okay. Whoa. I was like, what?
and a
Those are
cybernetic
skulls,
leg.
Vernix.
Yeah,
Amazing.
from the same trip
Okay,
to
so
hell.
we can harvest it ourselves.
Correct.
I'm sorry. Continue, Alan.
So you guys would know that a couple like trees that are important. There's the word tree. I'll take us to the big map of the world. We have the word tree. We know that one. Also, there's a very special like proto word tree in the swamp. And then there's the Guardian Forest where the Whirlpool-Tingers live. That has some really nice trees going on in it. And the whole crew does know of a very interesting, very tasty tree back at the Silver Thimble, growing in Vatna's bathtub.
I think all of these are really, really good options. It's just a matter of, this recess can't be long, I can't imagine.
But you have a whole crew you guys can call upon if you want to ask
Yeah,
them for help.
exactly. I think this is a really good opportunity to see if we can get the crew in on it.
I agree. And even if we have to, get back in council, we hopefully have somebody deliver it to us.
Promissory note of sorts to deliver this fine piece of lumber.
Yeah.
Good wood, as you will. So what we got Wander crew members in the chat here. What do we got?
I don't think Vatna wants to give up part of his. Also, Vatna's tree is hot. I didn't mean for it to be hot, but apparently it's just a
That
sexy
really
tree.
is good wood.
I did.
It's gonna make the most scintillating sculpture.
Oh my god, it would though. If you could only see the way she sculpts me, maybe you would understand. Wait, what was that band song?
Sculpt me like one of your French pines.
Oh, wait,
Alan, that's from Tonic.
is it Tonic? Is that the
Yeah,
band's
one of my
name?
favorite all-time.
It is, okay, yeah, all right. It is. Very good. It's a good song, everybody. It's a weird song, but if you listen to all the words, it's kind of weird.
Okay, so Twy has posted a good list of the trees, the options we have here.
And also, we have, just for the record, there is the infinity tree that is current. And I don't know if you guys remember. I'm just going to say it out loud. Not Forgiven has a prepared piece of the word tree that was going to be an axe handle. But Not Forgiven does have that from...
I didn't peel that out of that moist squirrel's hands. I don't think that's going to be possible.
So the thing I'm kind of thinking is the thing that Patagon and I both have access to at this point, which is not, going and trying to get crap off the word tree, excuse me, is the proto tree in the swamp, and that seems like kind of our best option at this point if we are not to get outside help.
Right.
yeah, the proto tree, you guys will know, is where it is the connection to the Kukula's world. It was almost a word tree that the Kukula put there just for transportation, so that his fairies could get in and out. And then the crew kind of cut it down on purpose, and then caused a lot of problems in there. But don't worry, it all got fixed, it all got rewound.
So can we get a trimming of that without causing additional problems?
Right, you probably, yes. I would say you definitely can. Will you? That's up to the dice.
Yeah, of course.
Constantly have a question. So I thought the swamp was on a different continent. So I'm just thinking time limits if we actually get there and back, or do we need to have the crew get it for us and bring it to us?
The crew is going to have to get it for you guys.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I think in any... Yeah, no, that's probably a good point. Any of these options, besides if we get a piece of the infinity tree, is going to require the crew.
Yeah. Because even the Warpletinger Forest is a distance away.
I am looking at an infinity tree, so maybe I can get some.
I mean, again, the answer to that one, Akhana, is yes, but will they? That's, again, up to the dice. The problem with having it delivered on a motorcycle is here.
But if you do it on a motorcycle, can you do the, Akira, slide?
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Perfect. Thank you.
We had
Riding
that.
my bikes.
Ella has one of your bikes, but all of the...
We're doing an homage.
Yes,
That's true.
We're doing an Akira, people. Or I can't pronounce it.
Akira.
Nah. Okay, so while this is happening, Krieg, can you roll me a 20-sider to lick that tree?
Ugh. 6.
Okay.
Can you play that 6 card now?
Oh yeah, you definitely can. You can play the 666 if you want to make it harder. Yes, Patagon?
Oh, just
don't
gulping.
Is it happening though? I need to before I tell you what your tough choice is.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, Toast.
It's happening.
Okay. Ready for it? Here's your tough choice. Do you want to know how you go broke, or how you die?
Oof.
How I die.
You see, Krieg. You see yourself back to the floor. Your shirt's been ripped open, and somebody's just going through your pockets, and reaching inside, grabbing all your little stuff out of it. You see your gem that you look through all the time, in this person's hand, the little feathery mitt, and they stare through it and they're like, "Thanks, boss. Nice working for you." And then you just see a gun barrel pointed to the middle of your forehead, and then it all goes black.
Well then.
It's not what I would have wanted to hear.
What's it taste like?
Jesus Christ.
Regret.
That's terrible. I must let Vatna know.
It's a flavor somewhere between kale and blood sausage.
Yeah, because kale is god awful, and blood sausage tastes like pennies.
Ugh.
Quick aside for everybody: if you've had blood pudding or blood sausage,
Sure have.
Was it way drier than you thought it was gonna be?
Much drier. I was
It
really
was
excited. Yeah, no, it was so dry.
So dry.
I did not hate it.
I mean, I'm down to lick a penny once in a while, I guess, but Akhana, you see Krieg, ill-advised as he could be, like licking the roots that are holding him tight, and like you as well see exactly what Krieg just saw. This is not from your point, like not from his point of view, but from your own point of view. You see Krieg laying down on the ground, a shadowy, like feathery figure standing over him and shooting him in the head. I don't know if you ever met Quackers, so I can't tell you that you know him. No, you do. It is the duck that you got arrested.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar.
Like you see him kill Krieg, and then it's just like you hear a voice in your head. Do you want to watch more of your friends suffer? Just listen to me.
I'm guessing I hear none of this.
I'm probably screaming out loud.
I think Jurist, you hear the voice for sure. You've entered the arbitration between, like, you are part of this now.
All right. Yes, you've made this clear about your power and everything else. The thing is, again, these contracts are binding. I'm not sure why you don't think anyone else's contracts are also just as binding.
Roll me a 20-sider.
All right. Ooh.
That's a rough one. Akhana, you also rolled me a 20-sider. I was going to ask for Akhana and you to both roll, so. He rolled a 2 while trying to, like... 18.
Oh, thank God.
There we go.
Combine them together, we get a 20.
Yeah, combine them together, that's a 20. But yeah, Akhana, it's actually something that you said the last time you played that is really, it plays back all around you, is when you say that you only work for the captain, that you only take orders from the captain. Like, that gets echoed, and every like version of you saying that, like, happens, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I only listen to the captain, I only take orders from the captain's my boss. Every version of that is happening.
Yep.
And Krieg and Jurist are both let go for a moment, but you are still clutching this scythe. Like, you have, like, you see in your hands, Jurist, you see it too, like, all along the haft of the scythe. That's the contract. The contract is written in that scythe.
I'm immediately reading it as fast as I can because I want to know the language, I want to know the loopholes, I want to know everything.
Can I pass it? No, because my hands are on the thing.
You can make a roll to pass it away.
Take the not the scythe. I was gonna give him my spyglasses.
Oh yeah, we can do that. You can just have him take them. Like,
yeah.
He's free now, so he just comes up, takes the glasses off, and puts them on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider for that one, just to get the start thing. Krieg, Squishy is coming up.
AP for him if it helps.
Yeah, absolutely. So Squishy comes up and is also like fixing his eyeglasses. Natural 20 though.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about.
That's
contracts are my wheelhouse.
Right? You know exactly how to get him out, to get Akhana out of this. It's just like all she has to do is abandon the scythe and accept the You rolled a 20. Let me give you. Sorry. Let me.
Oh, please
step this one back. You rolled a 20, so and I think Squishy helps out with this, and Squishy like nudges Jurist as he's like saying, all you must do is abandon this scythe and just like it has no hold over you anymore. And Squishy nudges a little part that says, abandon the haft of the scythe. So as long as you can just pop the blade off, and you're still good.
I don't know if you understand jellyfish or not, Jurist, but he gurgles at you.
I can get some quick translations there, but all right. Perhaps the solution here is to just take half a loaf. Akhana, I believe that I think all you really need from that is the blade, and I think that should suffice here.
Yeah, I could definitely make a different handle. I gotta get out of this.
So he's saying drop the handle, take the blade, is what I'm understanding.
All right, so how do I...
Yeah, I think that would be an appropriate resolution there. That would make sure that the contract is no longer binding. Like I said, this is shrink wrap, so basically, if you no longer accept the whole of the shrink wrap, the contract is null and void.
Fantastic. Can I use Needful Hilt to, what can cut through this scythe? I don't know. A saw, blade?
Pull it off the top?
Winter?
Dremel tool? I don't know.
Teeth?
Teeth?
Tongue and teeth?
No!
Just
You gotta
really just start
use
biting
Chew
We
it
it.
have
right
licked
off.
the tree, we will now bite it, and here is the full circle.
I don't like it.
I'll bite it for you. You know.
No, you stay away from this.
Grody.
You've done enough, sir.
Hilariously, because like I did like write this as a possibility for this game of like you guys would have to like cut off the hilt of it, the blade of it. You guys didn't bring the party member in that can do that. He's outside calling the airship
Right.
with his chainsaw tucked underneath his cape. You can make attacks on this, on your own scythe with your needful hilt, but like it is going to be harder, and I don't think the tree's going to be happy.
Is there any way to leave this realm area with the scythe?
The whole scythe, oh, you can do it. You know you can do it. You have a new legendary for it.
Oh, that's right. He does.
Oh.
Akhana can just slice reality and step through.
I forgot.
You want to
But-
borrow the chainsaw?
I can't take you guys with me.
But you
I'm trying to
can
find my way back.
just
I
reach
can
out
get
and grab
to
his
Patagon.
chainsaw.
Oh, that's right.
And I can't actually hear you. I can't speak
Yeah,
back at
You
the
guys can
moment.
just have conversations. No, you're fine.
Oh,
Patagon's fine.
right ahead.
Just, Joaquin Patagon just holds out his chainsaw for a second. And you see
See my hands coming out
you see
of the
Akhana's
thin air.
hand. Like, be right back.
Okay. Trader room.
I promise I'll give it back. Thank you so much.
What?
I love the idea that like it's like an audiobook Patagon's been listening to, and Joaquin's just like, okay, we just gotta get the wood, and like Patagon's just staring off into space, like, yeah, that does sound dangerous, and like holds out his chainsaw.
Whoa, man, calm the fuck down. What?
And then it just
And
disappears.
then it disappears. Yeah.
My hand
just
reach out,
gone.
grabs
It's
it, and it
just
disappears.
spirited away.
I'm gonna step all the way out. Just an arm grabs it.
It's just like
Done.
it's like you might see Akana's face for a second. Roll me
my
a 20
hair.
sided. There is, just for the record, there is no way that even a 1 does not fail to take this blade off, because this chainsaw is this chainsaw. You're gonna get it done.
While they're busy, is there like a seed from here I can grab? 'Cause, like,
Oh,
you
there's
have
most
two-
certainly no seeds here.
Oh, is there
Oh.
wood then I can grab then?
Yeah, that's
Prophecy of Zero is raising a very, very good question.
the scythe probably would be good wood. It was made from this tree.
If you want a contract, sure, you can have
Can
it.
you roll?
One more time, Akhana. This time with feeling.
You're right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. I literally used to say that every single time somebody rolled.
Yeah. I'm having difficulty with that one. It's a bit.
Yeah. I probably hear this there. Well, no, I actually don't know the thing about the other council members, so I don't have to be muttering attorney-client privilege like a mantra.
Hmm. So yeah, you slice the blade clean off of it, like, and even though the wood inside, you can just like poke through. So it's just like all you have is just the metal blade, and you have no idea what kind of metal this is.
Unobtainium.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, it's that stuff from that one Avatar movie. That I didn't like that movie. I haven't seen the new one. I don't know if that, but I don't like the first one. It's like, hey, what if Fern Gully was bad?
That's awful.
What if it was Fern? What if it's Fern Gully but with tail sex and not Robin Williams?
Yeah, it's just like, where's Batty? And how come Sigourney Weaver sucked in that movie?
That's really hard to do. Like that's,
I know,
that's a
she's
director
so great.
problem. That's a director problem.
Fuck James Cameron. For the record, I don't like Kubrick either.
Ooh,
I know.
spicy.
That's a joke just for me and Nika, honestly.
Back to the wood on the ground.
Yeah, so the go ahead and roll me a 20-sider Krieg.
Alright. Let me change my color real quick.
It's just like, I am, like, this is mostly a worry of,
Oof.
are you willing to touch it again? Like, you just saw your death. Not only saw it, you felt it. Like, you felt your death. If you go to grab one of these, you're going to have to live through that again. And it's going to have a negative impact. Oh, is this a reroll? What we got? Category up. Okay, so a success.
Oh.
All right.
Yep, I was also going to say there, Krieg, as your counsel, I would advise against that. He's not going to listen. They never listen. The clients never listen.
Shame.
They always make things worse for themselves.
The lawyer says not to do it. I should trust the lawyer.
Are you going to leave the wood?
Yeah.
Okay. That's, yeah, listen to the lawyer.
Can I piss on it, though?
Do you want to do what now?
Piss on the wood, because it made me angry.
Oh, you're going to piss on it? Yeah, fine. We'll take the success for that.
It's like, no, can't do that.
That is... You are peeing on the infinity tree.
Just gonna have, like, squished you get
Oh,
between
great.
me and Akhana and everyone else, so I can't really see.
Hey, you know how T's not in this game right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not in this game right now, but she is seeing some shit.
In your junk.
Yeah, she's seeing your junk. Okay, we made it harder.
Help is on the way. Let me know what.
I can't. You can be outside, but you can't be in here. Like, I do not have a way of reconciling. Don't. Like, because you can't appear here. Because, like, granted, you're strong as shit, but, like, you're not word tree strong, so you can't eat your way through this, the dimension, because you don't know where it is.
You
Can I have, like...
I do, because
Madness
Krieg said
gloves?
my name.
You're not a fae, though. You're just a moth. You're a moth made sentient.
It's the power I got from the pony world.
Can I have, like, Vatna gloves that when I touch it, it goes to him? Or you can feel it?
I will let, like, that can be your, escape plan for sure. Like, you can have
Thank God.
that, like, because you guys didn't have a whole lot of here. You got in here with Akhana and with the Harbinger, and Akhana could get out because she was using the Gardener's Scythe. But,
Did that owl disappear too?
The owl is like omnipresent as far as I can understand.
yes.
There
Alright, so let me get 1 second here. How do I reconcile this?
What, me peeing on the tree?
There's now a
Yeah,
fifth
just
player all of a sudden.
You know what? You know what you peeing on the tree does? I know exactly what.
Okay.
My bad. And this ties in just fine. Don't worry about it.
It's water. Portals appear in water, right?
I mean, they do, but you know what also happens when you, like, really anger something of the magnitude of this thing?
What?
Banish.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Hey, Jurist, have you ever been in the Aether before? Today?
I'm going to guess probably not.
Today's gonna be a weird day for you. Alright, let me just grab all of you guys.
He got us out of this mess and you get him into something worse?
So, Patagon, you realize that you had no, like... Oh, Patagon, actually, first roll me a 20-sided Patagon. See how this goes.
Righty.
Oh, good
Well,
roll.
Like a beast today. Patagon, you realize that you didn't even notice that you didn't have a lock on their location a second ago. But now, you very much have a lock on their location, but it's like in the middle of space. And the four of you, counting Squishy, are just kind of bouncing around a hallway right now, and it is not fun. Every single time you touch the side, because you guys are not wearing your uniform, like your scuba suit things, it's burning the shit out of you every time you touch the edge. It basically feels like, hey, what if you went through the atmosphere?
Is this the point where I can call for Vatna and have him pick me up?
This is the point where Vatna, like,
Just you?
you guys are just bouncing around, like, bounce,
Damn.
bounce.
Yeah.
Pick
So-
everybody, not just me.
So I'll relay that info to Vatna and be like, so
Yeah.
they just appeared, there. Not sure how, but I think they're gonna need escort.
again.
For the record, while I cannot charge hazard pay, we are going to have an extended debriefing and extended billable hours because I suspect I'm going to be a long-term counsel for you. All of
Me
you.
or the captain? Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna need it, yeah. I appreciate that.
Oh.
Who's getting wood for Patagon? And, wait, are we holding on to? Do you still have the scythe handle, Akhana?
Has it not been peed on?
No, I dropped it.
I thought that's
Peed
what
on
happened.
No, I peed on the tree, not the handle.
Oh, okay.
Two
All
different
right.
things.
I mean, how can I juggle the hilt, the chainsaw, and the
You're
blade?
right. You're right. So the hilt's got the hilt was left behind.
At the word tree.
At
Or
the word
infinity
tree.
Infinity tree.
Yes.
Oh.
So I have a
Yeah.
chainsaw and a
Yep.
blade that cuts reality.
Yep. And
Oh.
Kay said that the crew was going to Walpertinger Forest.
All right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's
Oh.
go to the warp. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just in pain because I'm bouncing across.
Oh yeah, it hurts
across
like hell.
burning wall. So
Does the
I'm-
site help us out here? Like, there's no reality to cut through here, is there?
There's a wall of reality. Do you want to try cutting the wall of reality?
When you pose it like that.
I mean, it's fun.
just ask, just try it.
Ask.
Can I cut the wall of reality?
Oh, that sounds like a 20-sider if I've ever heard it.
Bless.
Also, question: can I try to maybe steady myself with my dragoness so I don't keep bouncing off and like damaging my very nice new council robes?
Oh, for sure. Go ahead and roll me a 20-sider as well. Akhana, putting all of reality at risk. Jurist, worrying
Wait,
about his clothes.
I wanted to
Don't worry.
avoid that.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Ooh, I'm not
Ah.
used to this.
Why is Jurist naked?
Oh.
He's not. But you are getting pretty singed up. But look at that,
Oh.
Akhana.
Can I just be on the other side of the wall?
That's what I was gonna suggest. I was gonna make Lurid have to make a roll for it to smash through the hallway, because you guys don't even know what worlds you're in. You're in a hallway between worlds, but you don't know what's on either side.
No clue.
You've never been to either of those worlds. But then Akhana's just surgically using it's like a scalpel, slice them just big enough for you all to fit through. and not like destroy the hallway. And then you guys can start right back up after you. No problem. With a success using that, just the blade of that scythe, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. I do need a roll from Nika to try to. They said you're going to talk to Aspera and Gus. All right, so if you guys don't know who Gus why?
Oh.
Anybody want to? Oh, hey, Vanna, how's it going?
No, I got it.
I was gonna say I was going to do something if you didn't.
I heard you speaking of secrets. I just had to come and see what they were.
Yeah, we were at the Infinity Tree before now. I don't think that it liked that I pissed on it.
And I missed it just now.
Oh, guess what? I did get to lick it, though. You want to know what it
Client
tastes
privilege.
What are
This
its
is all
flavors?
privileged.
I'm gonna, since I'm hearing Jurist talk, I'm gonna get closer and whisper, tastes like regret.
Alright, so you guys reach it. I made Aspera a lot bigger than Gus. I don't know why I did that. But, so you guys the crew reaches the Warbledinger Forest, and you see Aspera and Gus, and they are hanging out with the Guardian. Again, giant hedgehog, huge elk antlers.
This is a result of the attempt to cut with the scythe blade by Akhana.
No, this is the Warble. This is them trying to get some wood from the Warbledinger. Warbledingers are like these rabbit people.
Right.
This is them having the crews trying to convince them to give them some wood.
It looks like Caustic made
I'm
it.
sorry, never mind then. I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep abreast of the situation.
Yeah, they left the hilt of the scythe at the word tree because of inventory space. Mainly.
I had pee on it, so.
I did not pee on
Pee
the
on the
hilt. I peed on the
tree, not the hilt. And it was
Yeah.
at the infinity tree, not the word tree. They are different.
They
It's a
are
binding
different.
contract. Don't touch it.
They are both trees. They are both important. But
Yeah,
they
like
are
the
different.
Infinity Tree, as far as we know, is the first word tree.
Oh, Lorgasm right there.
And now there's a little bit of Krieg on the Infinity Tree.
Yeah, that's not going to be a problem.
For sure.
So, Gus and Aspera, like with a 20, they're just like, ha ha! Hello, friends. And you explain what, not forgiven, explains what you guys need, and just like, of course. They find a tree that they have repurposed because all of the Warpletingers from the other world have come here and are living in these woods now too. And you see trees carved with Viking runes all the way up to the top, and one of them reaches up and grabs just a branch that's glowing silver. It's got the same kind of lights that Soki has going out of his eyes grow out of this branch, and they bring it down for you, and they're like, is this fine? And it is just this beautiful looking wood. I don't know a lot about carving wood personally. I just don't know. This is probably what we would consider a log, but what Gus and Aspera consider just a stick. It's and with making it a 20, they get it not forgiven, kite flies. I guess he would fly it on his mech, manages to carry it back to the city in time for you guys to get it. We'll get back to how the rest of them are going.
I was gonna say, Vanna, can you drop me off at the Dragon Lawyer World? I got some things to take care of. As well as we have to get Patagon back his chainsaw.
Yeah.
And
I need
drop
to go
off
back.
Jurist.
I just need to know which direction.
Jurist, which direction is your home world?
Yeah, you're going to have to take probably a right there, and then a slight left, and make sure to keep under that thing, and but that looks like it's it.
I'm fine with that. You don't have to make any rolls. I like that. It's just Vatna following Jurist, who is like currently trying to like sew up his like new council robes.
Yep. By the way, do you know a good tailor?
Yes,
I need one immediately.
I know the best tailor.
Good. You'll have to introduce me.
Indogino.com.
It's just gonna be Vatna introducing Professor Winter to Professor Winter.
Yes.
And like Professor Winter is probably on this airship as well.
That's fantastic.
Oh god, this is a joust game all over again.
It
All
really
over
is.
again.
And so, you guys, like, Not Forgiven has dropped off, like, a prime piece of, like, just a giant log of wood that's carved with, like, Nordic runes, but all, like, Warpletinger. And it's just like, here you go.
Thank you very much. This should do nicely.
And council is being called back right now. Like, one of the little, like, interns comes up. It's like, Officer Joaquin? Patagon?
Yes. Yeah, of course.
The council will see you again.
We will be there presently.
And he, like, nods his head and just huffs off. Can't wait till I'm a lawyer.
Is that where we're heading to?
You can't fly the airship. Well, you can try, but the dragons don't like if you fly the airship too close to them. But
What airship?
Hmm?
What airship?
I'm
We're
not
in
sure
the
how.
hallway.
You guys will really get messed up if you try to travel without the airship.
It's true. At least just drop me off. I've got some things.
I want to go with Krieg.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I have to get back
Rift
to
Driver service in service.
5 stars.
10.
It's just like 3 stars. It just talked about politics the whole time. I actually gave a guy a 1 star because he wouldn't shut up about politics.
That's legitimate.
But he had gross politics. Don't worry, he was the bad guy.
Brutal.
Fuck that guy. Anyway, so yeah, I do enjoy the idea of all of you just kind of popping out at the council.
So before I go back to the council, I've got something else I want to try.
Sure, go for it.
So I've got an ability called Bridge Building, which once a session, I can use this to create a literal path to transfer attack or a literal Deus Ex Machina for 6 AP.
Okay.
I'd like to use my
Right.
Deus Ex Machina to not lose all my money.
Oh no.
Okay.
Not for the
Blame.
good of the crew or anything.
Oh, no, this is all for me. So blame all this on Bobbert, making it so that the Rhino came on his orders and rustle up problems in the
something
tavern
for
or the
Discovery.
Market Square to make things worse for me.
That is a gift to the crew.
Oh, I was just going to say that you had everything in a well-protected shell company. So when you did the bankruptcy, it was like a single asset real estate sort of thing.
Plus, I can make Bobbert lose more face than he already has. 'Cause
Alright, everybody, are you ready for this? You're not ready for it, but here it comes. All of those people outside that like were holding up like the Down with Krieg signs, Justice for Bridge, they are currently blaming the flamingo waiters that we introduced earlier. And when they see flamingos waiters, they think Bobbert, Casino and Spa. And then they were like, oh no, Bobbert is clearly trying to like destroy Krieg's at Market Square, like, and then yelling, get him. And the flamingos are currently being chased out of the city. Remember, they did nothing wrong. They did nothing wrong. And then, like, Snickstack is, like, currently up on charges for assault. And like, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Krieg, remind me to schedule an appointment to talk about your ongoing labor practices. I think you're going to need some additional advice on that point.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more cooks for that place if it's gonna get more popular.
I don't think
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you talking about?
All right, Joaquin and Patagon, you're back in the council chambers, and like everybody's just like, excellent break. Jennifer is just like, welcome back, you two. We have our previous meeting went really well, but I don't know if we are comfortable, like taking a side. You understand?
Of course, I understand. But is there time for closing arguments?
Absolutely. We are more than willing to hear closing arguments.
So I'm like finalizing. Yeah, no. Alright. Good members of the Council, I'd like to thank you graciously for all the time you've given us today, and the consideration you've given our plea throughout the course of the day. It's been a lovely time in your city of DLC, and we have enjoyed the time greatly. To reiterate our claim, and to really give credence to what the stakes are in this event, we will very much reiterate the mere existence of an entity like the Librarian is an existential threat to all of the realms. But not only that, they've demonstrated both the willingness and the capability to kidnap, transform, collect whatever they desire in a maniacal pursuit to catalog all of existence. And all of our collective lives, our communities, our worlds, are nothing more than a series of narratives to be archived by this person. We must act in defense and in solidarity to protect the well-being of all worlds, all realms. I understand it's the position of the Council that an attack on Liminal, an attack on the Word Tree would not constitute a loss for you, but trust in me when I say that the Librarian will not stop at Liminal, and will eventually penetrate your defenses, your shroud of secrecy. At the very least, the loss of Liminal would constitute a dire economic disruption to the Dragon City, the Dragon Lawyer City, and cause devastating impact to the livelihoods and the way of life you've cultivated here. Furthermore, it is clear that you are familiar with the methods and the magic of the Librarian as you employ the very same techniques in your own dealings. It behooves you to protect and respond to the use of these techniques by a bad actor which preys upon the realms which you neighbor and benefit from. I do not believe the Dragon Lawyers to be cowards and leeches, so I am confident they would sooner respond to this threat than retreat and await an inevitable attack by the Librarian. In conclusion, Counselor Titus, please accept this specimen of fine lumber. Do with it what you will, and we trust that the Council will reach its own decision.
Oh, I clap.
Applause? Just from this is the moment that Krieg and appear and Vernix the Council are applauding. They're just like, oh.
Yeah. I'm not going to applaud because I've recused myself, but I'm going to whisper, Officer Joaquin, that was a fantastic closing.
And with the vitamin B, that's the card that's up that gave a plus to charisma or charismatic things. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that one. The speech.
I was going to ask if you wanted to roll.
I don't think it's necessary. I think everybody takes your side. It was a fantastic speech and on point. So any randomness is unnecessary for that. Yeah, and Titus just Well, yes, I finally. And he clutches it, because Titus is a big dragon. He clutches it to him. Like, I will recuse myself as well, but I've asked the council to please. This will make this my last vote. I say we stay and help the liminal plane. And Jennifer just perks up. A, the speech was beautiful. B, Jennifer's just this is your last vote? Well, let this be my first vote that I ever side with the council member Titus. And then you see Gaius and Quentin look at each other, just nodding I agree. It is time that we stop fleeing from world to world, and we need to settle on one home, and this may well be the home for us, with such proud characters as Officer Joaquin, and such brave characters in the face of danger as Patagon here has faced down an interdimensional creature on his own. He just kind of glosses over the fact that Akhana voice and Midnight, because that wasn't part of the story that he heard.
That's fine for this.
And it's just if he is willing to do such brave deeds, and they've already won over trust in our dear friend and council member Jurist, then I say that we also vote to stay. And the other two frog ones also agree. So yeah, it gets passed. And you see Jurist, would you like to do the honors and sign it into law? And they motion to the golden pen.
Ooh, damn.
Of course, I would be honored to do so. Is that I think this is only appropriate. Of course, as I was recused, I couldn't say anything, but I'm glad that you've reached this decision. I'm going to go up and sign it, and if I may also make a suggestion to my fellow counselors, minus Titus, who I understand is going to be enjoying a well-earned retirement, is that I would also suggest that given this and given this existential threat, you'll probably need someone to have regular contact with the crew and the captain. Given my prior entanglements, which required me to recuse myself from such an important role, perhaps I could also additionally act as the council's eyes and ears in a different manner, perhaps with a closer relationship and a closer working relationship with the captain, with, of course, the captain addressing my billable hours as needed, of course, because we have to be proper about these sorts of things.
Most certainly, this is Gaius saying, most certainly, friend Jurist, I do think that you shall be our direct contact between us and the HTML crew as we settle that the DLC shall be from this moment henceforth, the home shall be on the liminal plane, and we will do everything in our power to defend this home.
Woo! Party at Krieg at Market Square!
Krieg at Market Square!
Party!
Yes, you'll have to excuse my somewhat shabbier dress at the moment. Unfortunately, I'm sure you've heard about that unpleasant business at Market Square, which I've heard has actually been resolved. So, yes, Krieg's at Market Square. Krieg's at Market Square! Sounds fantastic.
You were assaulted by those flamingos at Krieg's at Market Squares?
Yeah, let me tell you the whole thing.
I can't tell any details because, of course, of the sacred attorney-client privilege. Of course, that does not bind my clients.
But yeah, you saying that you're going to tell them the whole is your Deus Ex Machina right there working. You've convinced the council that one of the council members was assaulted by flamingos, and now they hate Bobbert. This is your doing.
I regret nothing.
Excellent.
Plus, we can have a great retirement party for Titus there as well.
So, you're writing into law, and like you can say if you want to do it different, but basically you're writing into this is where the dragon lawyers live. It is known now, like they have become part of this world. Like you're recording it in script, the way that it gets written on the word tree here.
Yep. No changes. I'm doing it exactly as requested and as directed by the council. As I'm not screwing over my fellow councilors, especially when I'm the new person here.
And just like they, as you do it, and as it gets written, you all feel, you feel it happen. Like everybody in the crew too. There's like you were suddenly just like they've always like they live here. Like the dragons have always been here. It's not weird. Like this just it was written into reality that this is where DLC is. Akhana, that tension gets stronger. Like you feel it. Like all the little hairs on the back of your neck stand up as like the last thing gets signed.
Well, that's
and
not great.
Congratulations, we've installed some premium DLC just now.
Didn't even have to pay for it.
Well, you don't. Captain does.
Of course.
So I'm going to answer Caustic's thing. Out of curiosity, Alan, as you've seen Soki's hilt from the word tree, would that look especially weird or anything to Kay? Because it's the same way that characters with wings can't fly in Liminal. Like, you just see everything that everybody else is seeing, just in a different way. It's all just, like, Valentina doesn't speak English. She speaks through pheromones. But if we translate it as normal, it's like you see things weird, but it's just it only looks as weird as it looks to normal people's eyes, unless you are using an ability that lets you see something different. It's because like you seeing things weird is just a character creation thing. Yeah. Oh, I 100% understand. It's from the Infinity Tree. And the word tree and the infinity tree, as we have been discussing, are different. For interesting reasons that we may or may not ever get to.
I think I need to go pee on the word tree now so I can, have a different...
Just no.
Please
Complete
stop.
the circle.
There are toilets.
But yeah, I think this game ends in just that. The retirement party. You guys get invited to... wait, which one did I say? I want to keep this right. You guys get invited to Gaius's villa, and it's right.
It's his villa, okay.
Yeah, Gaius's villa. It does get a little cold at night. Like it's a little bit. It's strange. It doesn't really retain heat the way you would want it to. But you guys are all partying and all like sufficiently like alcoholically lubricated, and you see Titus just like planning out his statue. And as he plans out his statue, Jennifer's just like, yes. And she comes up to Patagon. She's like, I would like to thank you for all of the great deeds that you've done today.
Well, my pleasure. And happy that we could see him off to a very fruitful retirement. And doing something that he obviously loves.
It is quite a joy to see him happy for once. Gaius walks up to Joaquin and she's like, hey! And he's had a few. Gaius has been throwing them back all night.
Gaius.
That's my name!
It's lovely to see you. Thanks so much for hosting us.
Have you ever thought, and it's just like, this is a little like, this might come a little bit forward. Have you ever thought about being a council member?
A council member? I'm certain I would not be able to accept anything that would impede on my duties aboard the HTML Wanderpus, but...
We would start you off small.
I'm sorry I have to interrupt here, but I'm afraid I already had this earlier today. There are binding contracts. We have to honor the contracts.
Gaius, if I may, Gaius. It seems you have a most capable council member in your midst who is more than willing to accept the responsibilities. Occasionally, if I'm in the area, I would be happy to fetch water in Bordeaux. If I'm able.
I'm sure we could arrange like a part-time clerkship, that's it.
A clerkship would be fantastic, and I think in the meantime, it seems that Jurist is more than capable of absorbing the abilities of a full council member.
Some of the wine gets spilled as you get bumped by Quinn and Vatna just dancing. Like I'm imagining this yellow frog and Vatna just tangoing through the whole like party, and just like. Guys, just like, look at him go. And it's just like, I can't wait till you are a full council member, but I'll accept right now. I'll accept it. A little bit hesitant. You have a great job at the Wonder, and like you do a great job. Look at him. Look at him out there.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Of course, Jurist is already a full and capable council member, but surely there are others that are more suited to the other tasks of fetching refreshments.
Interns!
I think I know a guy. I fought against him a while ago. I know he's been looking for a seat, so yeah, you know who I mean.
Give Phil a call.
Yeah. You know, talk to Phil maybe.
And she's like, it's Phil. He did leave. He went out on a bit of a journey. I hear that he's working directly for Fishtinger Industries. Fishtinger Industries is the people who make mechs in the city. I don't know if you caught that game, Joaquin. They make mechs.
Fishtinger!
Oh, dee, well, good for him. Maybe I'll get a chance to talk to old Phil again when I'm meeting with the captain.
But yeah, that I think it's just the night just goes the rest of you guys party with like everybody. Snick Snack is like released on bail, so he's here chilling out.
Oh, good.
Everybody's like having a conversation about how terribly they're gonna sue Billiam and everything, and Bobbert and everything he's done.
I'm just hovering behind Krieg's shoulder the whole night.
Gotta do something about. I'm gonna tell Squishy about my death dream.
Oh, Squishy saw it.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about how we're probably going to cut him off from the right hand and bump him down until so we can keep an eye on him more.
Demoting quackers. That's wild.
He's Tom Honks. Remember, we had to change his name.
Oh shit, that's right, Tom Honks.
Yeah.
I've never been angrier. Like all of my rage is in one moment right now. So yeah, that is the end of Tongue and Teeth.
Phenomenally played.
Just you guys fucking killed it. Every single one of you fucking killed it.
I so love, playing doing the lawyer stuff when it doesn't actually, have actual real life client's life in hand sort of thing.
Not just my character that I care about. I'm just kidding. You did awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it could be a self.
Everyone played fantastically. Yeah, I'm so happy.
This game was as good as I thought it could be. It really was. I need you all to know that. Every single one of you made this game just chef's kiss. Just me just eating it all up. Fucking Joaquin eating the scenery. I'm just there for it. I'm like, yes, destroy it. Like
even Krieg peeing on the infinity tree.
Krieg peeing on the infinity tree is a little bit weird.
We are here for it too.
That's what I would do. You piss me off. I can't touch you. Well, I'm gonna pee on you.
Noted.
And like, so Akhana still has the blade of her scythe, which still gives you full ability. Like if you put it on something like Now Forgiven does.
It's
okay.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I was gonna say, I don't know how many people know this, but my religion is metallurgy. So blacksmith by trade from yoke. I'll definitely take that handle and work it on there and probably carve some fun things into it.
Hey, what if you put it on a chain?
I recommend
Make
putting
a-
a
make a
contract on
comma.
it. I work for the captain.
Oh, it's happening. Absolutely.
Could make a comma out of it with the chain.
Yeah, or how about some rope?
Kurosawa?
Or how about some rope?
Oh.
Or
Rope's not strong enough for what I'm gonna do with it.
braided
You need
reality
that.
silk.
It
How
needs
about that?
It needs to be a chain if you want to be a.
Chain of
Braided
reality.
reality, a braided chain of reality sounds amazing.
Could
The
be.
The idea of like throwing the head of a scythe through a dimension and just yelling "Get over here" and trying things through is probably the most metal thing that we've decided for this
It's
game.
the bill.
It's a metal kunoichi.
Ooh.
Amazing. That's everything I want.
Is a Konoichi the same as a Kurosawa?
It is a. I hate gendered terms, but it is a female ninja.
Female ninja.
Ah.
One of my favorite Japanese terms ever.
But wow, that was just a really good game. Thank you, Professor Winter, for coming back and playing Jurist again. Like, always an amazing treat. Just and thank you,
Glad to do
Vanna,
it.
yeah, it's really great. Thank you, Vanna/Lauren, for like getting them out of there because I didn't know how they were gonna get out of there.
Plus, now you know what an infinity tree tastes like.
Bad.
Just call a rift. You know, just call a rift.
And then we got the Krieg, like Toast, Sept, as Akhana. You guys did you killed it. Every moment of it was great.
Yeah,
That was a good game.
Love the
Yeah,
ability
stay out of
that-
that museum.
Right. Yeah, and Akhana was able to borrow Rip and Tear, so that was
Right.
perfectly fine.
And I gave it back 100%. Handed it back to you before that party. It's in good hands.
That's twice Akhana's like returns your chainsaw to you.
Yeah. I do much appreciate it.
Phenomenal.
I don't
Do
I don't know what
need
else to say.
Do you need a cigarette, or what? Are you
It was
alright?
it was very good. It was a very good game. It was
This
everything
game's
I wanted it to be and more.
Yeah, it was everything that we were hoping it was going to be. Y'all absolutely nailed it. I think we're good to wrap here. Tomorrow is... I don't want to say it's the, conclusion of the Be Positive Pim story, because I have no idea how it's going to go. But the intention is to resolve it in some fashion.
Next chapter, may it be the last, or will it continue?
I mean, honestly,
Question
that's
mark.
the question. Alright, so we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for everyone who's watching and everyone who's playing. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, seriously, thank you. Oh,
Bye
it was
for
great.
You're welcome.
What is your
Mazel tov.